From pretty much the present, this is your host, Adam Graham, welcoming you to a week of old-time radio detective podcast from 2013. Because these podcast episodes are quite old, offers and information contained in them are not valid unless they are reflected on our website at greatdetectives.net. Now enjoy a week of podcasts from our archives at the Great Detectives of Old Time Radio. Welcome to the Great Detectives of Old Time Radio. From Boise, Idaho, this is your host, Adam Graham. If you have a comment, email it to me, box13 at greatdetectives.net. Follow us on Twitter at Radio Detectives and become one of our friends on Facebook, facebook.com/Radio Detectives. Well, today's episode is brought to you by the financial support of our listeners. And I want to thank Janet for her support, and we'll be sending along access to our premium site, as we do with all donations of $7 or more. Well, now it is time to get into today's episode of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. We begin a new series. It's time for the Broderick Matter.
From Hollywood, it's time now for
Johnny Dollar.
My name's Steele, Mr. Dollar. Claims Division, Eastern Trust Insurance Company.
Steele?
You don't know me, Mr. Dollar. People at Universal Adjustment suggested I contact you. Thought you might be interested in helping me pay off a claim.
Okay, tell me about it, Mr. Steele.
One of our policyholders passed away last month, and we can't seem to locate his beneficiary. She just doesn't seem to be around.
Maybe she doesn't want the money.
Everybody wants money, Mr. Dollar, especially insurance money.
Be there in an hour.
Tonight and every weekday night, Bob Bailey in the transcribed adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Eastern Trust Insurance Company Claims Division, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the Broderick matter. Expense account item 1, 25 cents, bus fare. My apartment to the Eastern Trust Insurance Building in the office of Robert Steele. He was a big sandy-haired man in a tweed suit. We shook hands, looked each other over, and then got down to business.
Now, Mr. Dollar, the deceased policyholder was named John Smith. John Adam Smith, age 67. Died in City Hospital, Charity Ward, 22nd of last month. Death certificate.
Pneumonia.
And other things.
What other things?
The intern who signed that certificate said Smith was pretty run down. Evidences of malnutrition, possible TB history.
Not noted here, Mr. Steele.
Doesn't make any difference. Smith was able to stand the exam for the policies when they were issued in 1943.
You got him there?
Yes. 1,500 total. Beneficiary, Lorraine Broderick.
She the one you can't locate?
She's the one.
Any other possible heirs, family or anyone?
No, Smith was all alone. No problems there.
Any other material that might help to find Lorraine Broderick?
Oh, this stuff here, it might help you. I don't know. I just don't know.
You sound discouraged, Mr. Steele.
$1,500 isn't a lot of money, and the chances are Lorraine Broderick won't even remember John Adam Smith when you do find her. But I hope you do. I'm explaining this badly. Look here. You see?
Mm-hmm.
And here. And here. It's the same all through the book. Smith was absolutely religious about his payments. Never missed a one. Never let it slide one day. Now, I bet I've got the record of 20,000 policy buyers. But none of them reads like that.
I'm impressed, Mr. Steele. Can you tell me why Smith died in a charity ward if he was this conscientious?
He didn't have any money or friends or home. He made his living selling papers.
Oh.
We wouldn't have known about his death except for the fact that the coroner's office called us.
What can you tell me about his beneficiary?
Lorraine Broderick was just someone who stopped and talked to him one day while he was selling papers. She was 11 years old at the time.
What?
Yes. The agent who sold the policies used to buy his papers from the old boy. One day, Smith stopped him and said he wanted to do something nice for a nice little girl named Lorraine Broderick. So he began taking out the policies.
The agent have any more background on that part of it?
No. Lorraine Broderick met Smith that one afternoon and helped him sell his newspapers. Smith never saw her again after that.
1943. She must be 23 or so now.
Well, I hope she grew up to be the kind of person he thought she was then.
Oh, hardly any of us fill out the promise we have at 11 years, Mr. Steele.
Then that isn't what I mean. I mean, if he met her that one day when she was a little girl and he made this gesture toward her, and it was tough for him to make those payments all those years, I hope she deserves it. The money doesn't mean anything, but that kind of endorsement from somebody, even an old bird who sells papers on a corner, is worth more than all the money in the world. Does that sound foolish, Mr. Dollar?
Not a bit, Mr. Steele. Not a bit. Expense account item 2, $2. Cab fare to Lorraine Broderick's last known address. 1485 Cushing Street, a broken-down apartment house that had probably never seen better days or better neighbors. The owner and manager of the building recalled that Paul and Mary Broderick, parents of Lorraine, had been killed in an automobile accident in 1948. The manager did not know what had become of Lorraine. She had moved out of the apartment 2 days after the funeral. No forwarding address. Expense account item 3, 4 bits, more cab fare. This time 7 blocks away to Pulaski Street, and a dingy cluster of red brick buildings that were yielding slowly to time and wear. I arrived at 3 on the dot. I don't think high schools ever change much. At least this one was no different than the one I'd been in way back when. The persistent smell of pencil sharpeners, ink, discarded lunch wrappers.
Yes?
Sister Mary Regina?
Yes, may I help you?
Good afternoon, sister. My name's Johnny Dollar. I wonder if I could talk to you a moment.
Dollar.
Yes.
Are you sure you shouldn't be speaking to Sister Amadea in the grade school? I don't believe we have any students named Dollar.
Oh, no, sister. I don't have any children in school here. I've been hired by Eastern Trust Insurance Company to locate a beneficiary on one of their insurance policies. I thought perhaps you might help me.
Well, I'll try, Mr. Dollar.
I took a chance and came here because it was the nearest high school to the girl's address. Her name is Lorraine Broderick.
Lorraine Broderick.
Yes. The last trace I have of her was in 1948. She was about 17 then, possibly still in school, possibly this school.
Lorraine Broderick.
Mm-hmm. Sound familiar, sister?
In a way, yes. Oh, there are so many, Mr. Dollar.
Yeah, I just met about 3,000 of them out in the hall.
Yes, I know. 1948. Benson, Brady, Broderick, Lorraine Mary Broderick.
Oh.
Yes, Mr. Dollar, your guess was very good. She was here in St. Charles from 1945 to 48, yes.
I wonder if there's an address listed there, home address.
1120 Seaton Place. Oh, my, that's quite far from here. Parents deceased, guardian. Oh.
Anything wrong, sister?
Why, I remember Lorraine now, Mr. Dollar. Her parents were killed in an automobile accident in her senior year. Yes, and she went to live with her uncle, James Broderick, at this Seaton address. Oh, yes, I remember that lovely girl. She was in Sister Hildegard's class.
That ties up with what I know about her so far, sister.
Oh, I remember her so clearly. I can even see her face. Perhaps that was it, her face. Like an angel's, gentle and fresh and wonderful.
The man who left her the insurance money must have thought the same as you do, sister. He saw her one day when she was 11.
Oh, I have an annual from that year, Mr. Dollar. Would you like to see Lorraine?
Yes.
Right here. Yes, here we are. That's Lorraine Broderick. Beautiful, isn't she?
Sister Mary Regina pointed to a group picture on one of the pages. It was labeled Girl Fidelity. Lorraine Broderick was in the first row, one of 30 or 40 self-conscious little girls wearing identical self-conscious expressions. Her hair appeared to be deep brown or black, her features soft and slightly cherubic. Undeniably, Lorraine Broderick had been a beautiful young girl. In all probability, she was a beautiful young woman, wherever she was. By 5 o'clock, I'd been to her uncle's address on Seton Place. There I learned that Uncle James Broderick had died of a heart attack in 1950. The people at the address reported that Lorraine had lived with him up until the time of his death. She had worked in a dentist's office, they told me. As far as they knew, she still worked there. I made a phone call.
Yes, sir?
Johnny Dollar, Mr. Steele.
Oh, how are you going on Lorraine Broderick?
Well, I might need some help. Have you got a man?
Sure.
I've got her traced up to 1950, Steele. She worked for a dentist here in town.
Uh-huh.
Probably got her job in his office right out of high school. That meant she pretty well had to get it through a professional agency.
That sounds reasonable. I got a man to check the agencies in town that specialize in that.
Let me know. The next day, I was back in St. Charles High School making up a list of names and addresses belonging to students who had been in Lorraine Broderick's graduation class. Out of the 10 names I chose at random, I was able to locate only 2. Both girls, both married. Both remembered Lorraine Broderick. Neither of them had seen her since graduation. Neither of them was able to furnish any helpful information. Expense account item 5, 10 cents, 1 phone call. Steele again.
You want to take this down, Dollar?
Yeah, okay.
David Pollard. That's Dr. David Pollard. 2950 Tremel Lane. Lorraine Broderick went to work for him as a receptionist in 1949. Got it?
Got it. What's his office address?
Suite 210, Majestic Building.
I got there about 6:15. There was no receptionist on duty. As a matter of fact, no reception desk. A stern-looking nurse in a rumpled white uniform knew nothing of a Lorraine Broderick who might have worked for Doctor. Doctor was working with a patient. If I cared to wait for Doctor...
Yes, what is it?
My name's Dollar. I'm with the Eastern Trust Insurance Company.
I don't need any today, Mr. Dollar.
I'm not looking for a sale, Doctor.
What?
That's right. I'm trying to find a friend of yours.
Who are you talking about?
Lorraine Broderick.
Oh. How is Lorraine these days?
I don't know, Doctor. I'd like to meet her and find out.
Well, you're looking in the wrong place. I can't help you. She hasn't been around here for a couple of years. Goodbye.
Oh, wait.
Well, what now?
Well, you've got an awful big chip on your shoulder, Doctor. You won't even let me explain my business.
I'm not interested in your business. I can tell you mine's been going on since 8 o'clock this morning, and I'm pretty tired.
You finished now?
Well, yes.
Can I take you downstairs and buy you a drink?
Sorry. What is it you want to know?
Where I can get in touch with her.
I don't know. She quit without notice a couple of years ago. Just didn't come back. Too bad, too.
Do you have any idea where she might have gone?
Just what is this for?
To pay her some money we owe her. We can't locate her anywhere.
Well, I'm sorry, but neither can I.
Are you still trying?
Not anymore. All I know is she just left one day about 2 years ago. She had a little apartment over on the west side. The manager told me she'd pulled out bag and baggage, and I haven't heard from her since.
Were you on good terms with her, Doctor? Doctor?
I'll take the drink. Don't misunderstand me, Dollar. She was a real sweet girl. But there was something about her... I don't know. I hope you find her. Or maybe I don't.
What are you talking about?
She had plans of her own, plans she never told me about. Look, I was in practice 3 years when she came to work for me, fresh out of high school. With all of it, she still made me feel like a little boy in knee pants. That smile of hers you could take 2 ways. And the look that went with it. I'm sure she's met a lot of men since she walked out on me, and I'll bet all of them have found out the same thing.
What's that?
That they've been taken.
You mean money?
Oh, it wasn't the watch or the necklace or the loans every now and then. It was being taken worse. You know, being used and knowing you're being used.
I don't quite get it.
And I'll make it clear. That sweet, fresh, beautiful little girl was out to do everything and everybody for all she could get. She's rotten, you know, just plain rotten.
Johnny Dollar.
This is Carl Walden. There's a message here for me to call you.
Oh, yes, Mr. Walden. I'm with Eastern Trust Insurance Company. We're trying to locate an insurance beneficiary named Lorraine Broderick. Understand she lived in your apartment building up until 1953.
Well, who told you that?
A doctor she worked for here, Dr. Pollard.
I don't know where she is, Mr. Dollar. I haven't seen her for 2 years.
We're trying to pay off a claim, Mr. Walden. Didn't she leave a forwarding address or give you any idea of where she...
No, not a thing. You've got a job on your hands, pal.
Huh?
I don't think that baby wants to be found.
Got a couple of minutes?
Yes.
I'll be right over. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Eastern Trust Insurance Company Claims Division, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures incurred during my investigation of the Broderick matter. Lorraine Broderick, that is, missing. Expense account continued. Item 6, $14 even, photographs. The photographer who had taken the pictures of the 1948 graduating class at St. Charles High School still carried the proofs in his files. Among them, 4 poses of Lorraine Broderick. I'd stopped by to get them on my way out to see Carl Walden, apartment house manager. He hadn't changed his mind about anything since our phone conversation.
No, sir, she doesn't seem to want anybody to know where she is. She'd have left a forwarding address or something like that. Instead, she pulled out in the middle of the night bagging baggage, and that's the last we ever saw of her.
Just when was this, Mr. Walden?
About the middle of December or so, 1953. Yes, it was a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you want one of these?
No, thanks. I don't smoke.
Can you think of any place she might have gone, Mr. Walden?
New York City.
Oh, why New York?
Well, it's the closest place to go, isn't it, for somebody like her?
I'm not so sure I know what she was like. I've had several different versions, Mr. Walden.
Say, you talked to that doctor she worked for?
Yeah.
Boy, I'll bet his version was a pip.
How do you mean?
Well, she walked out on him. That poor guy was around here several times asking if we'd heard from her, if she'd written us a change of address. He didn't say it, but I think he had it real bad for her.
Oh?
Oh, yeah. And I didn't tell him about the other guy either.
Well, suppose you tell me about the other guy, Mr. Walden.
Well, why not?
Well?
Well, about a week before she left, I saw her in the hall a couple of times with this other guy. Big, gray-haired man, wore Homburgs and things like that.
An older man, is that what you mean?
Oh, no, not old. 45-ish, maybe. You know, expensive-looking character. Drove a caddy the size of a freight train, New York plates. Buy and sell this place with his pocket money.
Happen to know his name?
No. He never came around again after she moved out. But they were sure chummy while he was here. At least a couple of times I saw them together. Can't blame him. She was okay.
Did she owe you any rent when she left?
Nope.
Did she give you notice she was vacating?
Nope, just left.
A note or anything?
A $50 bill on the desk in an envelope addressed to me. That's all. That's it.
Well, was she friendly with anybody else in the building?
Well, not that I know of. People here keep pretty much themselves. You know, it's a funny thing.
What's funny?
That old boy with the Homburg. I wonder why he never came around looking for her.
Good question. Expense account item 7, $22, advertisements. I placed ads in the personal columns of every New York paper. Anyone knowing the present whereabouts of Lorraine Broderick, please contact. I spent the rest of the day interviewing the Cadillac dealers in town on the off chance that one of them might have serviced the Cadillac with a New York plate sometime in December of 1953. No one remembered the man Walden had described. I even tried the service records. Impossible to check. The case was stalemated that way for 5 days. Last Tuesday, things picked up. Johnny Dollar.
Hello?
Hello, who is this?
Johnny Dollar?
Yeah.
Can you hear me very well? Johnny, I'm calling from New York.
Hey, who is this?
Why, it's Lorraine.
Lorraine.
Yes, I saw your advertisement in the papers, Johnny. I wondered what you wanted.
Johnny.
Why, yes, that's what I always called you, isn't it?
You never met me before in your life. Hey, what is this?
Why, just a moment. Go ahead, Mr. Dameron.
Mr. Dollar?
Yeah.
Just what is your business with Lorraine Broderick?
I want to find her to pay off an insurance claim. Now, who are you?
I see. I'm sorry. I asked my secretary to say she was Lorraine. I've been listening on the extension.
I'd like a little more explanation than that, Mr.
Dameron, William Dameron, 424 East 47th Street. I know how all this must sound to you, Mr. Dollar, but I'm not trying to confuse you.
Well, I am confused. Do you know Lorraine Broderick?
Yes.
Then let's take it from there, Mr. Dameron. Expense account item 8, $15. Transportation and incidentals, Hartford to New York, for the purpose of seeing Mr. William Dameron, whoever he might be, and trying to gather further information concerning Lorraine Broderick, wherever she might be. 424 East 47th was a 30-story job that housed, among other things, the Union Brokerage Company. This happened to be located on a ground-level suite. It also happened that Mr. William Dameron was president of same. He looked about the way I expected.
Of course I knew Lorraine Broderick, Mr. Dollar. I apologize again for that awkward subterfuge on the telephone. You say you represent an insurance company?
That's right.
May I see your credentials?
Well, sure. Here you are.
Investigator. Thank you.
We're trying to pay off on a policy, Mr. Dameron. A man named John Smith left Lorraine Broderick a small estate of $1,500.
I see.
Can you tell me where she is right now?
I'm afraid I can't. Oh, sit down, Mr. Dollar. Sit down, please.
Oh, thanks. I take it you knew her in Hartford.
That's right, I did. She came here to New York with me.
Oh?
Let me assure you there was nothing improper about it. I met Lorraine when she was working for a dentist there, Dr. Oh, whatever it was. I happen to have had a little dental trouble on a trip there. I found the dentist and I met her. When I suggested she drive to New York with me, I did it with the understanding that we were to be married here.
Uh-huh. You couldn't have known her very long, Mr. Dameron.
A week. No one could have been more surprised than myself at my own conduct. And still more surprised when once we arrived here, Lorraine disappeared.
Yeah, that seems to be a habit of hers. Tell me about it, Mr. Dameron. Look, you're talking to me, not the insurance company.
Very well. It was Christmas Eve of 1952. Lorraine was staying with my sister Pauline up in Westchester County. I picked her up about 6 o'clock that evening to go to a party out on Long Island. Between here and Long Island, we stopped for gasoline. I left the car for a moment, and when I came back, Lorraine was gone. And, well, that's it.
Did you see her or hear from her after that?
No, I didn't.
Did she leave a note in the car, a message of some kind?
No.
I don't quite get this, Mr. Dameron. You were going to be married after you knew her only a week. You brought her here to New York, and a few days later, she just stepped out of your car in a filling station and disappeared.
It was quite reasonable from her point of view, I suppose.
But not from mine. It doesn't make sense. Did you have a fight, an argument or something?
Oh, no.
Well, what was it?
Nothing. I don't think I would ever have argued with Lorraine. Lovely, gentle, sweet.
Yeah, I know. What about her things?
What things?
Well, her clothes out at your sister's. Didn't she send for them, or what?
No, she only had 2 small bags. They're still there as far as I know.
Well, what did you do? Did you call the police?
No, why?
Well, I would if a girl I was going to marry disappeared like that.
No, I'm afraid a call to the police would have been, well, rather awkward, a man in my position.
Let me ask you this. Do you have any idea why she walked away?
Yes. Perhaps it's of no practical value to you, though.
Any information I can get will be helpful, Mr.
Well, all right, then. I think Lorraine was frightened.
Of what?
Of life, Mr. Dollar. Not people or circumstances, but life. Yes.
You say that with a lot of conviction.
Yes. Lorraine had always been, well, a poor girl. She lived with a rather decrepit uncle for a time after her parents were killed in an automobile accident, she said. I think that I offered her the happiness and security she had always longed for. But I also think she was not mature enough or adjusted well enough to accept it. This is of no value, is it?
Well, it might be. Can you tell me if she ever spoke of any ambitions? Maybe she wanted to go on the stage or become a nurse, something.
Lorraine simply wanted to be my wife and live here. I can see you find that difficult to believe when I'm almost old enough to have been her father. That is not the reason Lorraine walked away from the car that night. Believe me, Mr. Dollar, unless I'm terribly mistaken, she was very much in love with me and wanted to marry me.
Have you tried to find her, Mr. Dameron?
No, I have not. I waited around the filling station that night hoping she'd return, but I didn't report the matter to the police, as I said before. I intended to hire private detectives to locate her, but then I gave that up, too.
I'm afraid I don't understand this. If you loved her...
Would this make it more understandable? Lorraine was a rational, normal human being when I left her in that car. No one forced her away from it, or me. The man at the filling station said she merely stepped out and disappeared down the street. She left of her own free will, for her own reasons.
I think I see your point.
Thank you. I've hoped that one day she would appear at my door, contact me, come to me. But she hasn't. The most matchless woman I've ever known. Is there any way I can help you more concretely?
If you could tell me the exact location of that filling station.
Yes, I believe I can do that, but why?
Last place she was seen alive.
Oh, that word alive.
Just a word, Mr. Dameron.
Have you spoken to many people who knew her?
A few. The dentist she worked for, an apartment house manager, principal in her high school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they all told me the truth.
The what?
The truth. You know, how it actually was. What really happened.
Oh,
Mr. Dameron, she would have run out on you in Westchester, taken a cab from your sister's place with her luggage, or she could have come to you and called off the marriage.
Mr. Dollar, please.
Now, looking at you and talking to you, anyone would be impressed by the fact that you're a reasonable and understanding man. I am. She could have left you a dozen easier ways, Mr. Dameron, but it doesn't stand to reason that she'd step out of a car on Christmas Eve on the way to a party and disappear. With no luggage, with the clothes on her back, and no more. Women don't do things like that. They want an overnight bag, a change of clothes, somewhere to go to. It doesn't make sense.
But that's exactly what she did.
They don't do it that way unless there's a mighty good reason. A real gilt-edged reason, Mr. Dameron. Something that says what's ahead is better than what's being left. How much did she swipe?
What?
What did she take? How much?
Close to $6,500.
$6,500. Lovely, sweet, gentle.
She took it from the wallet in my overcoat while I was talking to the filling station attendant. I would have given it to her gladly. All of this, everything. But she had to steal it from me. She had to steal it from me like some common little thief. There's truly no fool like an old fool. Is there, Mr. Dollar?
There'll be another intriguing episode of the Broderick matter tomorrow.
Tomorrow, when the trail really gets hot and goes right down on a police blotter. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, is transcribed in Hollywood. Written by John Dawson, it is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone. Be sure to join us tomorrow night, same time and station, for the next exciting episode of Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Roy Rowan speaking.
Welcome back. Well, fans of the old-time radio Westerns program will recognize immediately the voice of John Daner, who played Paladin and also played the lead over on Frontier Gentleman. This was a pretty interesting episode as we're getting these conflicting pictures of the missing woman. And this is kind of building into just a very well done, well told character piece. And it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. You'll want to definitely be with us this week as we continue this on Wednesday with Part 3 and Part 4 of the Broderick matter. All right, well, we start off, we turn to listener comments and feedback, and received this from Avery, who writes, "Hello, Mr. Graham. I thought I would sit down and write to you how much I appreciate your shows, both of them. Your show is not only informative, but also a great way to get all the wonderful episodes of the Lost Radioland Detectives. The show The Great Detectives of Old Time Radio is definitely one of my favorites. Your Dragnet show is quite professional and very interesting. I must congratulate you on such a wonderful show. I also wanted to bring your attention that I'm a 17-year-old boy who wears suits, ties, and trench coats, and the occasional fedora, and very much a devoted fan of Gerald Moore, Jack Webb, and Tudor Owen. My favorite shows are Escape, The Adventures of Philip Marlowe, and Pat Novak for Hire. I was introduced to radio drama by my great uncle Bill, who showed me an episode of Pat Novak when I was very young. I've loved the shows of the 40s for as long as I can remember. I used to dream of creating my own radio drama. So last summer, I sat down in front of my computer and wrote myself a script to an original radio detective named Eddie Mackin. I pitched the show to the local radio station, and the show was approved using a totally volunteer cast. And the largest booth the station has, Eddie Mackin Private Eye, is well on its way to becoming a long-running series. For a little information on Mackin himself and his world, Mackin's a private eye from San Francisco, fresh from Korea in 1952. Here he stays and sets up his office on the third floor of the McKay's San Francisco Sunshine boarding house, where Katie McKay, the owner's granddaughter, is both beautiful and dangerous. Between weird clients and crooked cops, Mackin has his hands full, from tigers to kidnappers. And while it's not exactly Novak San Fran, I do believe old-time radio lovers like myself would love to hear an original radio drama written in the style of old radio detective shows, but a new, fresh detective. You can look up my show on YouTube under Eddie Mackin. That's EDDIEMACKIN Private Eye. So far, I've done 4 of my personally written episodes, as well as several radio scripts redone. We've done episodes of Philip Marlowe, Pat Novak, Dragnet, and Nero Wolfe, and that's just the start. Every Sunday night, you can tune in at 5:30 at 13 a.m. 1340, the Rancho Salida, Colorado. The station has an online listening option on the KVRH AM 1340 The Ranch, Salida, Colorado website. So you can listen anytime on YouTube. I just thought that once all of us fans here enjoy your show so much and love old radio so much, some may be interested in listening to my program. So far, the show has been fairly successful. Hope that if you can tune in, whoever you are, wherever you are, from old radio fan, one old radio fan to another, enjoy. Thanks for reading my email. Very gracious and thankful, Avery Martinez. Well, thanks so much, Avery. And I know, I just read this, email, which provides a lot of, plug for his program, but I just, appreciate so much, taking the effort, to do that. And I sat down and I did listen to the first episode of Eddie Mackin. And with an all-volunteer cast, I'd say that it's a good start. And I'll say this for Avery as Eddie Mackin, that when I listened to it, he really, in his characterization and his acting, did an extremely good job of capturing the spirit of the 1940s detectives. I really, if he hadn't emailed me, I would not have thought that he was 17. So a phenomenal job on that, and I just encourage him to keep working with it, keep learning, keep enjoying, and keep listening to the program. So all the best to you, Avery, and all you're doing down there in Colorado. I also want to thank Chuck B., who went ahead and used his Twitter account to encourage his followers to check out the Great Detectives of Old Time Radio, and provided our address. A great way to promote the show, and thank you so much, Chuck. All right, well, that will do it for today. Again, back here on Wednesday, part 3 of the Broderick matter. And then join us tomorrow as we begin a new series, The Big Guy. Well, before we get started, I want to encourage you, if you enjoy great audio entertainment, be sure and check out our audiobooks, Tales of the Dim Night and Fly Another Day. They're great superhero comedies. If you enjoy classic superhero stories, you'll enjoy them. And Scott Wilcox does a great job at bringing all the various characters to life. They are both available for download either in the iTunes store or through audible.com. And that's Tales of the Dim Night and Fly Another Day. Well, now we embark on a new series. This one's going to be a short-run program. So if you like it, we have a grand total of 3 weeks. If you don't like it, well, we're only going to be running it for 3 weeks. The program premiered in May of 1950. This first episode we have is from May the 7th of 1950. And the series would go off the air 5 months later. The program stars Henry Calvin. Calvin is best known for playing the role of Sergeant Garcia on the 1950s Disney Zorro program. And he had a few other guest appearances in other programs, including my favorite one that I've seen of him was one where he appeared on the Dick Van Dyke Show in an episode called The Sam Pomerantz Scandals. And Calvin, who is quite fittingly for this role, fairly large, impersonated Oliver Hardy with Dick Van Dyke doing Stan Laurel. The program itself is a very interesting concept, partially because it features a detective who's also a father. Now, certainly this wasn't unheard of, but it was pretty rare. You know, of course, there was Charlie Chan and his somewhat extraordinary group of children. But this program, I think, is a little bit different and maybe a little bit closer to the reality of a dedicated father as a private detective and a widower. Well, that said, let's go ahead and listen to and enjoy this episode. Here now is The Big Guy, the Unheard Voice.
Oh, no.
And how tall are you, Papa? Tell us how tall.
I'm 20'5" in my stocking feet.
How big are your shoes? What size do you wear?
Size 902 in a triple Z.
That's our Papa, the big guy.
NBC presents The Big Guy, the first in a new series of adventures of a very unusual detective, Joshua Sharp. Joshua Sharp works for his clients on a strictly cash basis to provide for the needs of his nearest and dearest. His nearest and dearest are 2 in number, Josh Jr. and his daughter Debbie. To these 2, Sharp is both father and mother. To his clients, he is a good detective. To Josh and Debbie, he's the friendly magician, the fabulous hero, the giant among giants, the big guy. Tonight's adventure with the big guy, the Unheard Voice.
People who think that children don't fall in love just don't know children. I know mine, and I've seen it. They fall, and they fall hard, with all their hearts and souls. And if by any chance the romance goes wrong, the bottom falls out of their world. A dream collapses, and a mark is left that may last forever. My kids, Debbie and Josh, fell in love with little Mr. Dooley on sight. Of course, he had his charms. He took tickets at the carousel in the park, and naturally he was the logical object of love for everyone in the neighborhood under the age of 10. Saturday was Dooley Day, and for weeks and weeks, nothing had been able to distract my 2 from paying a call on the wrinkled-faced gnome of a man in his red checkered shirt and his baggy corduroy pants. I'd take them to the park and across the lawns, but no sooner were they in sight of their idol than they'd break loose from me and make a run for...
Mr. Dooley! Mr. Dooley! Mr. Dooley! How are you, Mr. Dooley?
Why, I'm fine as a fiddlestring and fit as a fiddlestick, and ready to play you too.
Isn't it a pretty day, Mr. Dooley?
Nearly as pretty as you are. Fine as silk and sweet as a nut, and enough to make a man dance a little jig.
Oh, look at Mr. Dooley. He's dancing. He's dancing. You dance very nice, Mr.
Oh, I
Dooley.
could dance a lot nicer, except I got a bone in my foot.
What? Papa, Mr. Dooley's got a bone in his foot.
Oh, that's nothing to worry about. Everybody has a bone in his foot. It's a joke, Josh.
A joke? Oh, sure. A bone in your foot. It's only a joke, Debbie.
Everybody ready for the next ride? Have your dimes ready.
Let's go, Debbie. I'll help you up. There we are.
I got up by myself. Here's a dime for you, Mr. Dooley.
Oh, that dime ain't for me. It's for the horses. They gotta eat, you know.
Eat? Why, they don't have to eat. They're wood. Mr. Dooley's only kidding, ain't you, Mr. Dooley?
Kidding indeed. Why, if you were wood, you'd find a nice handful of fresh sawdust tasted pretty good after a fast day of running around in circles. Now, here we go. Everybody hold tight. They're off. Yes, sir, they're off.
Bye, Mr. Dooley. Bye, Mr. Dooley. Bye.
And then, one Saturday morning, tragedy struck. It was on page 2, and the lead told the story. Bond Avenue mansion robbed. Home of broker Jacob Jansen looted in his absence by a masked burglar. Butler held at gunpoint. City Detective Walsh Reynolds arrests former Jansen employee Willie Dooley. Willie Dooley, Josh and Debbie's friend at the carousel. Once I'd had to tell Josh that his puppy was dead, and he'd asked a lot of questions through his tears that neither I nor any other man could answer. Before broaching the subject of Mr. Dooley's dilemma, I thought I'd better have full details, so I took a cab down to Detective Reynolds' office at precinct headquarters. I'd known him casually for years, and he told me what he knew.
Well, the call came in last night at a little after 11, Mr. Sharp.
From whom?
The Jansen butler. He gave his name as Anton Schindler. The burglar had held him up while he opened a safe in the library and helped himself.
To what?
Unlisted negotiable bonds.
In the amount of?
$50,000.
$50,000?
We contacted Jansen. He's in Bermuda.
Do you really think Mr. Dooley did it, Reynolds?
No, I don't think he did.
Then why did you pick him up?
Well, I didn't pick him up. A couple of my boys brought him in, and they've built a case against him that I can't ignore.
What kind of case?
Oh, he used to work in Jansen's house, a kind of janitor, I think.
Yes?
He knew the layout of the house and the habits of the family.
That hardly means he did the robbery.
Well, of course it doesn't, but whoever did knew that the side door was always left open.
That was the means of entry?
Yes. You add all this together and include the fact that Dooley was seen in the neighborhood 15 minutes before the masked burglar went to work, and you've got a fair police case.
Yes, I can see that. Has the butler identified Dooley as his assailant?
Well, Schindler hasn't been in yet.
Then it largely depends on Schindler's testimony whether the little man is indicted or not.
I'd say it depends on it entirely.
I think it would be a little difficult to identify a masked burglar.
Frankly, so would I.
About Dooley.
Yes?
Is he alone in the world?
No, there's a wife, Mrs. Irma Dooley. She's practically frantic about this business, Sharp. She's coming in a few minutes to talk to me.
I see. Look, Reynolds.
Yes?
Don't jump to any conclusions you don't have to.
Am I right in thinking you've got an interest in Mr. Dooley?
Why, yes. Yes, you're right.
Well, I don't see how you tie in with him, Sharp.
Well, you see, I've got 2 kids. and they like him.
Oh.
I guess you'll think I'm nuts.
No, you don't have to explain.
No?
No. I've got kids myself. Oh, excuse me. Reynolds speaking.
Sorry to butt in, but Mrs. Dooley is waiting to see you.
Okay, thanks. Well, the wife is here.
Then I'll be going.
Sharp.
Yes?
Don't worry too much about Dooley. I'll do all I can for him.
I crossed Irma Dooley's path in the waiting room, and Reynolds gave us a quick introduction, explaining that I was interested in her husband's case. She threw me a bright smile of gratitude, and I remember thinking that she was surprisingly pretty and young to be the wife of Mr. Dooley. Then I started on my homeward way, trying to puzzle out the best method of breaking the news to Debbie and Josh. At least it was nice to know that the little ticket taker had somebody to look after him. The appearance of Irma Dooley made me feel better. But it wouldn't have if I'd known what happened in Reynolds' private office after I left precinct headquarters.
Everything is working out on schedule, isn't it, darling?
Careful with the darling.
He's gone. You're not getting nervous, are you?
A man isn't nervous because he's careful. He may get nervous if he forgets to be. You're not getting nervous.
No.
How well did you sleep?
Fine.
Don't lie to me.
How well could I sleep? It's no fun framing Dooley this way. The only wrong he's done is to be too much in love with me.
Well, the only wrong we've done is to fall too much in love with each other.
Still, if only it could be simple and easy.
He's the one who's made that impossible. He's the one who's threatened to kill you if you leave him.
I know.
So, if for no other reason, we've got to go through with this.
But, when he gets out...
By that time, we'll be in faraway places where he'll never even think to look for us.
When you say that, I don't care what we have to do or who we have to hurt.
And smile a little.
I'll smile all the time as soon as I'm sure we won't fail.
Then you can begin now. We won't.
You can't be sure.
Oh, yes, I can.
They may not convict him.
Don't let that worry you.
Walsh.
Yes?
What have you done?
I've talked to Schindler.
The butler?
Mm-hmm. He's not an incorruptible man, our Mr. Schindler.
What do you mean?
I offered him a deal, and he accepted.
What can he do?
Can't you imagine?
No.
Then wait till the trial. Wait till the DA questions him, and you'll see.
Your name is Anton Schindler?
Yes, sir.
And you're employed by Mr. Jacob Jansen in his home at 211 Bond Avenue?
I am, sir.
Very good. Now, Mr. Schindler, on the night of April 27th, an armed man entered the Jansen premises and made away with some $50,000 in negotiable bonds.
That is quite correct, sir.
Also, according to your testimony, the man was masked, which would make it very difficult for you to identify him.
Well, sir, it seemed it would be very difficult at the time.
Will you explain that remark?
Gladly, sir. Up to that point, I'd never heard him speak.
Who?
The defendant, sir.
And now that you have?
It's the sort of voice one does not easily forget, sir.
Are you identifying your assailant, Mr. Schindler?
There is no further question in my mind, sir.
He's lying!
The defendant, Mr. Willie Dooley.
Somebody help me!
But nobody could help little Mr. Dooley. The butler's testimony had swung the balance, and the jury was out for less than an hour. When they returned, it was with a verdict of guilty and a 3-year sentence at the state penitentiary. And I was left to try to explain to 2 baffled and broken-hearted children.
But, Papa, it's Saturday again. And we didn't go for 2 weeks, and Mr. Dooley won't know what happened to us. If we could just go by and say, how do you do? And tell him we're sorry we disappointed him and...
But you You didn't disappoint him, Debbie.
We must have. He knows we always come.
Listen, Josh. Debbie,
What's the matter, Papa?
I don't know exactly how to tell you this, but, well, Mr. Dooley isn't there anymore.
Isn't there? Where is he?
He went away for a while.
You mean he doesn't like us anymore?
No, that's not what I mean at all.
Then how could he go away and leave us? We wouldn't leave him.
He didn't want to go away. You see, somebody made him.
Who?
The police.
Police?
Yes.
What have they got to do with Mr. Dooley?
They have something to do with all of us, Josh.
When's he coming back?
When the police let him.
Then make the police let him come back, Papa. Oh, yes, Papa. Make 'em let him come back. You can do that, can't you? You can do it, can't you, Papa?
I tried to do something for Mr. Dooley. I talked to Mrs. Dooley and the lawyer who defended him, but there are things that even the biggest of big guys just can't do. And 6 months went by. And in our flat, there were 6 months of mourning for Mr. Dooley. Then, one night in midwinter, I was in a taxi, homeward bound, when suddenly, from the radio...
The state and city police ask your cooperation in a manhunt that has been in progress since 6:15 this evening, at which time a convict effected his escape from the state penitentiary and is now somewhere at large in this vicinity. He is 5'2", weighs 110 pounds, has blue eyes, thinning dark hair, and answers to the name of Willie Dooley.
It was a relief when I got home to find the radio silent and the two admirers of Willie Dooley quietly absorbed in a game of parcheesi. All was quiet under our roof. The announcement had not been heard. But it had been heard under another roof, and there all was not so quiet. A woman was pacing the floor of a tower apartment in the Greystone Arms. Her name was Irma Dooley, and she stopped in her tracks when...
Irma.
Reynolds?
Yes.
Well, I haven't seen you in quite a while, lover. It takes an emergency to bring you here.
Let's not waste precious time, Irma.
Just one thing. Tell me, will you, mister? Tell me what happened to that big love of ours, that romantic flight to faraway places.
Could we skip the argument, please?
You lose interest in a girl awful fast, don't you, Detective Reynolds?
I've come to help you if you'll give me the chance.
Yeah?
Yes. Here's cash. I thought you'd need it. $500.
Oh. All for me.
All for you, and it closes our accounts.
What's that supposed to mean?
Don't nag me, Irma. This is a big, bad night. Buy yourself a ticket on an airplane and go as far as the money will carry you.
And what about you?
You can count me out.
Of what?
Everything.
Including my life?
I said everything, Irma.
Just a minute. You can leave me, Reynolds. But you're not going far, darling.
No?
No, because the minute you walk out, I'm going to phone Sharp and tell him about that frame you worked with Schindler. He'll help me. He was pretty interested in Dooley's case.
I hope you're joking.
Joking? You think I'd take this fall alone? Go flying off by myself until I wind up stranded and Dooley comes back and kills me?
You'd really call Sharp?
So help me.
You do, and you know what?
What?
I'll kill you, darling.
I'd given the kids their supper, told them a long story with a happy ending, and put Josh to bed. I was sitting over the parcheesi board for a good night game with Debbie when... Hello?
Sean?
Yes?
Irma Dooley.
Oh, yes.
Who is it, Papa?
Just a lady I know.
Who are you talking to?
My kids.
Oh.
Go on.
I'd like to talk to you.
I'm listening.
Face to face, I'd rather.
When?
As quick as possible.
Tonight?
Yeah, I think you'll think it's worth it. I've got news about how Willie Dooley was framed.
Framed?
Yeah, just a minute, will you? There's somebody at the door.
What was that about a frame?
I'm telling you on the level. Just come over and you'll... Okay. Hold your horses, will you?
Where do I come?
To the Greystone Arms.
What apartment?
11D. And listen. Hold on a second, will you, Sheriff? I've got to see who that is. Who is it? What's the matter with you? Trying to break the... No. No, you can't. It's a gag, isn't it? You didn't mean it when you said you'd kill me. You didn't really mean it. Now, did you?
All the way over in the cab and going up in the elevator, I knew what was waiting in 11D of the Greystone Arms. Still, it was a shock when I walked in and saw her lying there, sprawled out on the floor, her negligee and the carpet around her dyed scarlet with her fresh life's blood. I took a look around the apartment for some clue to tie in with our phone conversation of a few minutes before. But all I could find of any interest was a wad of 10s and 20s clutched tightly in the corpse's hand. I pried it loose. I had rifled through it and discovered that it amounted to exactly $500 when, from the open door behind me, I heard...
Em. It's me.
Why, Mr. Dooley.
Huh? Oh, I know you. You're a guy what used to bring a couple of kids to the carousel every Saturday.
That's right. Josh and Debbie.
What you doing here, mister?
Well, I'm a detective.
The police?
No, private. And Irma called me and asked me to come over. It wasn't more than 15 minutes ago.
I see. Where is she now?
She's lying almost at your feet.
Irma.
Try and take it easy, Dooley.
Oh, my pretty. My pretty. They took her away from me. They took her away.
Get hold of yourself.
Irma.
Listen, she was all for you. That much I can tell you. She was killed trying to tell me that you'd been framed.
Yeah?
Yes. Now the cops are looking for you. I know how you feel, but you can't afford it right now. If they catch you, you're going back for a longer stretch than before, and Irma wouldn't have wanted that. Now look at me and think. What did she mean, you'd been framed?
I don't know who planned it, mister. I don't know who framed me, but I know who lied.
Who?
That Schindler, that butler. He said he recognized my voice.
And he couldn't have?
How could he have? I wasn't there.
Then we're going for a taxi ride.
Yeah, to where?
To the Jansen house on Bond Avenue.
Yeah?
Yes. We'll have a little talk with Mr. Schindler and make him tell us exactly what went on. Let's go.
Mister?
Yes?
You've been pretty nice to me, and I don't know how I'll ever pay you.
You don't have to ever pay me.
No?
No. Just give Josh and Debbie a couple of rides for free. Schindler answered the door at the Bond Avenue mansion. He was sorry, but Mr. Jansen was in Nassau this time, and he couldn't admit us. Then the light from a passing car fell on Dooley standing behind me, and Schindler stepped back, the blood draining from his face. He was terrified that Dooley meant to kill him on the spot, and I did nothing to alter that impression. In fact, I aided and abetted it every way I could.
Don't let him hurt me.
I'm not here to protect you, chum. I'm on Dooley's side, and for my part, he's within his rights if he sends you to the morgue.
Please, I've got a wife.
So did Mr. Dooley have a wife. That didn't stop you.
I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't stop to think. I didn't realize.
They paid you money?
Yes, sir. He paid me and promised there wouldn't be the slightest danger.
And you fell for that?
Well, after all, sir, I thought he should know. He was a policeman himself.
A policeman himself?
Yes, sir.
Who did it? Who was it? Who bribed you to testify against Mr. Dooley? Answer me. Answer me.
It was Detective Reynolds, sir. Detective Walsh Reynolds.
If he had said Methuselah or a man from Mars, I couldn't have been more surprised. Then I went into action. To Dooley, I gave my gun and told him to lie low in the mansion and keep Schindler prisoner. Then I went out and found a phone booth. The desk sergeant on night duty told me I could probably find Reynolds in his rooms at 64 Dawson Street. And, as a matter of fact, I did. The door was open, and I walked in. He was sitting at a desk in the glare of a reading lamp. I want to talk a few things over with you, Reynolds. You remember the morning after Willie Dooley was arrested? Don't sit there looking at me like that. Answer my question. Reynolds. I'd pushed him, and he'd gone over, toppling like a rag doll. And for the first time, I saw the shaft of a knife protruding from between the pleats of his shirt front. He was dead, Detective Reynolds was, and dead by murder. I phoned headquarters then and took a look around. The look netted me two observations. One, the room was topsy-turvy, and I had the feeling that somebody had given it a going-over in the last few hours. Two, in the desk drawer, I found a stack of canceled checks in the amount of $49,500. Then I added it to the $500 I'd found in Irma Dooley's hand, got a quick total of $50,000, and a light broke over me. Grabbing a cigar box off the desktop, I took a cab for the Jansen place. Dooley was just as I'd left him, holding a gun on the pale and shaken butler, Anton Schindler.
You found Reynolds, sir?
What kind of a question is that, Schindler?
Oh, he's a shrewd one, sir.
You know I found him, and you know how I found him.
Huh? What do you mean, sir?
Okay, I'll make a formal announcement. Detective Reynolds is dead.
Dead? Of what?
Of a knife in his chest.
Oh.
You can save the act, Jeeves. I know the whole truth now. It was you who murdered Irma Dooley earlier in the evening.
You must be mad.
Not very. For once it turns out to be the truth. The butler did it.
Why? Why on earth should I have killed Mrs. Dooley?
Why? Because she knew about the frame and you were afraid she'd reveal all to her husband here.
No, believe me, you're wrong.
And you made your way to Reynolds' room and did him in.
Mr. Sharp, sir, please.
If you want a reason for that, you can have it, too. You knew where the $50,000 was that was stolen from Jansen's safe. It was in Reynolds' possession, and you needed money to leave town on.
But no, sir.
But yes, sir. You searched his rooms for it like a wild man. The place is a shambles. But you failed to find the prize, Schindler. You should have taken your time, like I did.
Mr. Sharp.
Yes, Dooley?
You mean you found it?
Yes. Here it is in this cigar box. Must have been a good hiding place because everybody overlooked it.
Is it all there?
$50,000 in negotiable bonds.
Mr. Sharp, sir?
Yes, Dooley?
I'll take that cigar box now.
How's that, Dooley?
You've got the cigar box, and I've got your gun. So give me that money of mine, or I'll put a bullet in you with your gun.
Money of yours?
I think you heard what I said.
How's it yours? By right of theft, Dooley?
I don't go for big words, but I kill easy.
Yes, so I've noticed. You killed Irma easy.
But then you don't think that
I know you didn't kill her, Schindler. It turns out that Mr. Dooley here was the burglar after all. He entrusted the bonds to his wife to hold for him, but she wasn't to be trusted, and she double-crossed him with the aid of a swine named Reynolds.
I said I'd take that cigar box, mister.
He came out of prison tonight, and because he'd gotten wind of her affair with the cop, he killed her. Then he went to the cop's house, killed him, and looked for the bonds, but he found nothing. Nothing but trouble.
Not too much. Give me that box.
Here, take it. You're welcome to it, Dooley. It's all yours.
And it's all I want. A lot of money and you get through life. No money and you wind up in the carousel. Listen to the jabber of a bunch of kids and going out of your mind.
What about kids?
For 8 months I was stuck in that job with brats in my hair and brats underfoot. How are you, Mr. Dooley? Mr. Dooley, how do you do?
I thought you liked kids. That I believed at least.
Oh, you did you? Well, I hate them. Every one of them. Every single soul of them. Breath and body. That's why I stole this. To get away from that job. to get far away.
Mr. Dooley,
Yes?
you won't get far on what's in that cigar box.
Why not?
Open it.
Open it?
Go ahead.
You liar! You dirty liar! It's empty! It's empty! That was a trick!
Call it a strategy. I knew you'd come out in the open if you thought I had the 50 grand.
Where is it? Where's all that my money?
Spent, Mr. Dooley. Spent long ago.
I don't like your laugh, Mr. Sharp. And you ain't safe as you think you might be. I'm a little sore now, and I've got a gun to use.
Look out, Mr. Sharp!
Stand still! Everybody's had their laugh with little Mr. Dooley. Little Mr. Dooley. And then little Mr. Dooley aims a gun and pulls the trigger. And little Mr. Dooley's bigger than all of them.
You can hand it over now, Dooley. I wouldn't give an escaping convict a loaded gun, and I figured an empty one would serve to keep Mr. Schindler in his place. Come on now. The game's over. Let's go. I took him down to headquarters and had him booked for murder. Then I went home across the sleeping town. I thought about Debbie and Josh, and how, when they were older, I'd tell them why Mr. Dooley never came back, and all about the little man. All except one thing. I'd never tell them that he didn't love them. No, not that. Not ever.
The National Broadcasting Company has presented The Adventures of the Big Guy, played by Henry Calvin. Joshua Sharp, detective, works for his clients on a strictly cash basis to provide for the needs of his nearest and dearest, Josh Jr. and Debbie. To them, he's the friendly magician, the fabulous hero, the giant among giants, the Big Guy. The National Broadcasting Company has presented the first in the new series of adventures, The Big Guy, played by Henry Calvin, featuring David Anderson as Josh Jr. and Denise Alexander as Debbie. The script was written by Peter Barry and directed by Thomas Madigan. The music was by George Wright. Others in the cast were Joan Alexander, Roy Fant, and Everett Sloan. Your announcer, Fred Collins.
Tonight, hear Phil Harris, Sam Spade, and Petticoat Fever on NBC.
Welcome back. The whole opening with his description, it was cute, but I kind of, it's radio, and so we can't actually see him, and that's all we're left to imagine him by. And I'm just trying to properly adjust my imagination. I did like at the end that he was not as naive as the program early on made him out to be. And what I thought was the interesting twist of this was kind of his effort as he's going through this case to preserve his children's innocence and sense of childhood. Some pretty interesting motivation and a couple nice twists here. So not bad at all. We'll look forward to the next couple of weeks. Well, now we turn to listener comments and feedback, and we have this from Old Man Murphy on iTunes. An Adam Graham podcast is a 30-minute grin. Mr. Graham chooses the program series with care and keeps his commentary upbeat, friendly, and informative. Can't beat it. And then I received this on Facebook from Eunice, who says,
Says, hi, brand new listener, love the show. I do data entry, and they just make the time fly by. Depending on the day, I can listen to 10 to 15 episodes, so I'm looking forward to making my way through the backlist. Thanks for doing your part to keep this art form alive. From Eunice. Well, thanks so much, Eunice. And, yeah, that is one of the advantages of having 951 previous shows, plus specials, plus Dragnet, plus Superman, if you're interested in that. So whenever you get to this episode, thanks so much for listening. We really appreciate it. That will do it for today. Join us back here tomorrow. We're going to find out more in the Broderick matter. So join us for the Broderick matter, part 3 and part 4. And then join us back here on Tuesday for another episode of The Big Guy. Today's episode is brought to you by the financial support of our listeners. Thanks so much for your support. You can support the show at support.greatdetectives.net. Well, now it's time to get into today's episode of Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar. It's time for the Broderick matter, part 3 and part 4.
From Hollywood, it's time now for
Johnny Dollar.
Bob Steele, Eastern Trust. How's New York?
Fine, but I haven't found Lorraine Broderick yet.
How about your lead? What was his name?
Dameron? He hasn't seen her since Christmas Eve, a couple of years ago. She walked out on him with $6,500.
What now?
You, want to keep on with it, Mr. Steele?
Sure, we have to pay her off, even if it is only $1,500. You sound like this was all the farther you want to go.
It might be at that.
Oh, what did you say?
Look, a sweet old man left a nice little girl $1,500. Apparently, I'm looking for a grown woman who isn't very nice anymore.
Beside the point, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. Okay, Steele, I'm still on the case.
Tonight and every weekday night, Bob Bailey in the transcribed adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar. Location, New York City, New York. To the Eastern Trust Insurance Company, Claims Division, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an account of expenditures during my investigation of the Broderick matter. Subject, Lorraine Broderick. Object, to locate her and pay off claim. Results, disillusioning. More expenses. Item 9, $3, cab fare. From the plush offices of William Dameron to a filling station out on Long Island. To check his story of Lorraine's disappearance. A major oil company owned and operated the filling station where Lorraine Broderick had last been seen. Their payroll records named 3 attendants on duty. Christmas Eve, that is, in 1953. Item 10, $28. More cab fare. And don't squawk about it. I located and interviewed all 3. Enclosed fine statement of Edward Quinlan.
Sure, I remember that chick. Better looking than this picture, I'll tell you that. She drove in with this old guy, Dameron, you said, yeah. Well, he hadn't been away from the car 20 seconds before she was out walking down the street as fast as she could, long dress and all. When he come back and asked what had happened to her, I told him. So he went and sat in his car for maybe a couple hours waiting for her to come back. I knew she was gone for good. He knew it too, must have. But he waited. I felt sorry for him. Poor old geezer, even if he did drive a kid. She shouldn't have run out on him like that, Christmas Eve and all.
Pauline Dameron Whitfield, sister of William Dameron, living up in Westchester County, verified her brother's story. Lorraine Broderick had left all of her clothes and bags at her house. Mrs. Whitfield had not heard from her or seen her since Christmas Eve, 1953. A check of the luggage revealed no information that would be helpful in locating Lorraine Broderick. The following morning at the New York Police Department downtown, I requested a missing persons investigation on Lorraine Broderick.
She was booked in under an alias, Jane Brown. When I got to court, she gave her right name, Lorraine Broderick.
What was the charge, Sergeant?
Misdemeanor, drunk, disturbing a peace. $25 in night court, April 25th, 1953.
That the only time she made the blotter?
Yep.
What's the address, Sergeant?
1346 Yardley.
1346
That's 2
Yardley,
years ago.
Thanks. At the address on Yardley, I learned that Lorraine Broderick had moved 18 months before. Again, there was no forwarding address, but the landlady turned out to be quite talkative.
I'm glad she moved away from here, Mr. Dollar. I'd like to help you find her, but I'm awful glad she moved away.
Why do you say that, Mrs. Gaines?
Noisy. Parties all the time. I run a quiet place, you know.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
When she first come here to rent the apartment, I thought she was the quiet type. Nice. She looked like she was just out of finishing school or something like that. Oh, she couldn't have been more than 20 years old. Well, maybe a little more, 22. She told me she was a secretary and she worked in Manhattan. Well, I let her have the apartment, of course. She paid her rent in advance, in cash. But once she was in, it was a different story.
Yeah. Did she tell you where she worked in Manhattan?
No, she never quite got around to mentioning that. Anyway, she couldn't have worked very hard. All the dates she had, night after night, honestly.
Do you happen to know any of them, Mrs. Gaines?
I do not. Big, noisy parties.
Well, did she go with any particular man?
A smart little girl like that sticking to just one man?
I don't know whether she was very smart at all. Was she friendly with anybody in the building?
Nope.
Any idea where she might have gone from here?
Nope. All I can say is I'm glad she don't live here no more.
I went back to police headquarters. It had occurred to me that hardly anyone is ever arrested for being drunk and disturbing the peace alone. I was right. The night court files revealed that Lorraine Broderick had been arrested with 5 other people, 3 men and 2 women. I took down their names and began to check them out. Number 3 down the line was a man named Tyler in the hosiery business. Yes, he remembered Lorraine Broderick very well. No, he hadn't seen her for 6 months, but he could tell me where she lived. He'd seen her going in and out of an apartment on 61st Street several times. He gave me the address.
The boy will take your bags. Willie? Yes, sir. May I help you?
I'm looking for a Miss Lorraine Broderick.
Broderick?
Yes.
I'm sorry, sir. We have no one by that name registered here.
That's funny.
I thought at first you were going to say Lorraine Bradley. We had a Mrs. Bradley here at one time.
Oh. Did Mrs. Bradley look anything like this picture?
Yes, that's Mrs. Bradley.
Bradley, huh? How long ago did she move out?
4 months ago, anyhow.
You have her forwarding address?
No, sir, I don't. I wish I did.
Huh?
Mrs. Bradley wrote us a bad check for her rent. We've been trying to locate her.
Did you report it to the police?
Yes, sir. I understand she's been quite active along those lines. They're looking for her, too.
For the 3rd time in one day, I was back at police headquarters, this time inquiring about a Lorraine Bradley. There were 5 wants on her for passing bad checks.
Gave it up about 4 months ago here in New York, looks like. Then we got a buzzer from Chicago. She was there for a couple of weeks. Wrote about $600 in wallpaper. San Francisco people are looking for her, too. Here's something came in yesterday. Last job in Santa Barbara 3 days ago.
Expense account item 11, $4.05. 1 long-distance phone call to Mr. Steele at Eastern Trust in Hartford.
Using the name Bradley, huh?
Yeah, it's probably just a phony. No record of a marriage in New York City to anyone that name. I looked.
What's wrong with her, anyhow?
I don't know.
Well, you better get out to the coast and find out.
Item 12, $38, hotel, board, and miscellaneous while in New York City. Item 13, $258.60, New York to Santa Barbara. A little town by the Pacific that impressed me as not caring one thing about the rest of the world. Sun, sea, a pleasantly crowded harbor, some sprawling hotels, 2 lush green golf courses, and acres of smug, expensive homes. At the police station, a Sergeant Martin was out, so I went over to the Harbor Inn to meet the latest victim of Lorraine Broderick's talents, a hotel operator named Harrington. Tall, gray-haired, slack sport shirt, suntan, and sandals.
I suppose I'm avoiding this business and your questions because I still feel quite chagrined about this whole thing.
Pretty understandable, Mr. Harrington.
On the face of it, you'd think I'd been in the hotel business 30 seconds instead of 30 years, the way she took me.
Well, if it's any comfort, she's done the same thing in several cities and as many hotels.
No comfort, thank you.
She was that good, huh?
Brother, she was the best. She pranced in here as big as life, probably didn't have a nickel in the purse. What's more, for the whole 4 days she was here, she didn't break stride once. Only the best of everything.
Uh-huh. Let's see, she gave you a check for $813, is that right?
Painfully right. I took it. No questions. Every night in the dining room, she'd order champagne, special dishes. Give you some idea of how she carried on?
Yeah, I get the idea.
I've seen my share of grifters and bad check artists, but she tops them all. Perfume, clothes, luggage, conversation.
Can I ask you a question?
I'm humiliated already. Go ahead.
She checked in here alone, registered as Mrs. Lorraine Bradley, Beverly Hills, right?
That's right.
Well, now, didn't it strike you as odd that a woman would check in a place like this, a resort hotel, alone, stay 4 days, and meet no one, see no one?
You're wrong. She didn't keep to herself. Became friends with at least half a dozen guests in the place. And the way she was throwing my money around, why not? She picked up all the tabs. She threw me off right from the start.
Let's talk about that. Start at the top, please.
Well, she showed up last Wednesday night in a cab loaded down with luggage. Probably wrote a bad check for that someplace.
Probably.
She came swinging into the lobby with the cabbie following her. Told the night clerk she wanted to see me. When I came down the stairs, she yelled, "Harry," ran up, kissed me, asked me how my wife was. You beat that.
No.
All those tricks that your mind plays on you, I suppose. I actually thought I did remember her from somewhere.
Pretty good. What was her story?
She said she was on her way back from Lake Tahoe, wanted to rest up. Something about just getting a divorce, being awarded $3,000 a month alimony. That impressed me.
It would impress anyone, Mr. Harrington. Did she make up any kind of a story about where she'd met you before?
No story. But I got the impression, and of course she saw to it, that she had stopped here before. I wasn't altogether a boob. I did check her home address in Beverly Hills. There was a Robert Bradley listed there, same address she gave. Later on, I found out that he's in Europe with his wife and children.
But his name was in the book.
Oh, yes.
Say, getting back to that part about her being familiar.
That's just a good trick on her part, Dollar. Now, I did think I'd known her from somewhere, and, well, she also arranged it so that I was too embarrassed to ask her specifically. In all honesty, I suppose I wanted to have known her.
Can you explain that?
She was about the most beautiful thing I ever saw. She walked through that door right now and told me none of this was true. I'd probably believe her.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a copy of her hotel account? I'd like to look it over.
Why?
Well, the phone calls, mostly. Maybe she contacted someone we can trace.
No phone calls. Here. This check was drawn on a bank in Beverly Hills.
Was it personalized?
No. Maybe I should have thought something of that.
Oh, not particularly.
Well, here's this much. I can't stand to look it over. It makes me kind of sick. $813.
I spent another hour with Mr. Harrington as he distastefully covered the items on the bill she'd paid for with that bad check. Later that afternoon, I met with Sergeant Martin, Santa Barbara Police, who reported that a woman answering Lorraine's description had passed bad checks in Burlingame, Santa Maria, and Ojai, California. Expense account item 14, $102.85. Transportation to Monterey and Santa Cruz, where I interviewed 2 other hotel managers who had filed complaints. Their stories were pretty much the same as Harrington's, down to the pretended familiarity, the divorce, and alimony details. Item 15, $4.15. Long-distance phone call, Steele again in Hartford.
That you, Johnny?
Yeah, Mr. Steele. I've been hopping around all over the state.
Policeman in Santa Barbara called here trying to find you, Sergeant Martin. He says he's got a line on her.
Huh?
He's done it again. Up down to Malibu Beach. The man who runs the seaside inn there found out her check was bad 15 minutes after she left. Now get started. You shouldn't be more than an hour behind her.
Mr. Steele, I'm on my way. Johnny Dollar.
Dollar, my name's King, Malibu Sheriff Station. Did you leave a message here?
Oh, yes, sir. I understand you're looking for Lorraine Broderick.
Broderick or Bradley, whatever name she's using. We want her.
I'm looking for her, too.
Well, what's your connection?
I'm an insurance investigator. We've been trying to find her all the way from Hartford. We have to pay off a claim that's due her.
Claim?
Yeah, that's right. An old man left her $1,500.
She doesn't deserve it, not that one.
I can't tell him that. He's dead.
I'm expecting a little action on it pretty quick.
Like to be in on it.
Come on over.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar. Location, Malibu Beach, California. To the Eastern Trust Insurance Company, Claims Division, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the Broderick matter. More expenses, item 15, $38 even. More transportation. My trip here to Malibu Beach, where I didn't even bother listening to another disgruntled hotel proprietor repeat a bad check story I knew only too well. I went directly to the sheriff's station and Deputy King.
Well, that's about the picture, Mr. Dollar. Lorraine Bradley was at the inn 4 days and checked out this morning. Used the name Bradley. Lorraine Bradley. She can't be too far ahead of you now.
I hope not. This has been a long, rough chase.
While she was at the inn, she took up with one of our local residents, a man named Joe Tappan, who lives over in the beach colony. We know this much. He drove her into town this morning when she checked out of the inn.
Have you talked to this man Tappan yet?
He hasn't come back yet.
When did she leave the inn?
Oh, about 10 this morning.
Uh-huh. After 2 now.
It gives him just about time. He has a house over in the colony. We've got a man there.
Colony?
Down the road a piece. They call it that because a lot of movie stars built beach homes there 25 or 30 years ago. Movie colony, right in the beach.
Oh, this Tappan, is he an actor?
Yeah, when he gets work, which isn't very often. Mainly, he keeps suntan. Excuse me.
Sure.
Yeah, this King. Oh. Good, right away. Tappan just drove up to his house. Let's go.
I went with Deputy King to talk with Joe Tappan. He turned out to be a healthy, muscular man in his mid-30s. By the time we got there, he was in trunks and sunglasses, sitting on a porch at the front of his house. He was a little stunned by the news we brought him.
What? Lorraine of Phony? Are you sure about this, Sheriff?
That's the man at the Seaside Inn.
Oh, no. No, I don't believe it.
Is this Lorraine? Go ahead, look at him.
Well, that looks like Lorraine. Yes, but I can't be sure. She's older. Well, I mean, the girl in this picture's pretty young.
It's her, all right.
Mr. Dollar's been looking all over the country for her. Hartford, New York City, up and down this coast.
Well, come on. Let's go up to the house. I thought I knew her pretty well.
How long did you know her, Mr. Tappan?
Well, not long, but I knew her. I really did.
When did you meet her?
The first night she checked into the Seaside Inn.
4 days, then?
Yeah. Want something to drink?
No.
No, thanks.
Well, I think I'll have... No, I don't want to talk about her.
We have to talk about her, Mr. Tappan.
But I'm sure there's some explanation about the check.
She'd have to explain quite a few checks. Right, Dollar?
Yeah, that's about it. Mr. Tappan, I understand you drove her into Los Angeles this morning.
That's right. I took her to the Beverly Glen Hotel.
Did she check in there?
No, she just dumped her luggage. She told me she didn't know whether or not she'd have to go to Chicago tonight. Something about a house she owned there that had to be rented or sold.
Uh-huh. Did you leave her there at the Beverly Glen?
No. She made a phone call and said that she had to meet her lawyer.
Did she say where?
A bar in Hollywood. The Topper, I think it was, on Cahuenga Boulevard. I drove her over there and left her.
When was this?
A couple of hours ago, I guess. About noon.
How was she dressed?
Black, strapless, wore a fur stole.
Did she mention any names, tell you anything about herself?
Oh, yes. She told me that 6 months ago, her little boy was killed in an automobile accident. He was only 2 years old. She said that was the thing that broke up her marriage to this Bradley.
Uh-huh.
And she told me that she needed to believe in something again. Someone. And that she needed someone to believe in her.
Well, there wasn't any little boy or any husband, Mr. Tappan. There have been a couple of men I've talked to, a dentist in Hartford, a businessman in New York, who felt the same way as you do about her.
Well, even with what you told me, I believe what she said. Why, she cried a little when she was telling me. Oh, I don't care how you look at me. I don't think that anyone could invent a story that tragic without some sort of basis.
A good liar can see a story in a newspaper like that one and adapt it for his own needs.
But I am an actor, sir, and I can tell when other people are acting. She wasn't. She...
Well, go on, Mr. Tappan.
Look, I've got a suggestion for you. What's your name? Dollar. I've got a suggestion for you. Try believing what people tell you sometime. It'll do something with that habit you have of bearing down with your eyes.
Okay, the next time I have 2 weeks off.
What?
See you, Mr. Tappan. I drove into Hollywood with Deputy King. At the Beverly Glen Hotel, a worried clerk was still wondering what to do with the 14 pieces of luggage Lorraine Broderick had deposited there earlier. No, she was not registered at the hotel. No, she hadn't phoned in and given him any instructions. Deputy King made arrangements for a man to cover the lobby in case she showed up to claim her things, and we went into the topper.
What'll it be, gentlemen?
Police. I'd like to talk to the man who was on duty here at noon today.
Oh, that's me, sir. Is anything wrong?
This is Mr. Dollar. We're trying to locate a woman who's been using the name Lorraine Bradley. We were told she was in here around noon today.
Nope, I don't recognize that name, sir.
About 5'5", dark brown hair, brown eyes, 24 years old, wore a black strapless summer dress and a stole.
Yeah, it's 24. No. Nobody like that in all day. No, sir, noon is a pretty slow time, sir. I'd have noticed if anybody like that came in, I think.
Have you been on duty all that time?
I came on at 10. That's when we opened. Are you sure this is the right place, the topper?
Now, this is the place.
Well, I wish I could help you, sir, but I'm sorry. Excuse me, will you?
Yes, sir. Well, we struck out.
One thing.
What's that?
That luggage at the Beverly Glen.
Yeah. We'll keep an eye on it.
Lorraine Broderick did not return to the Beverly Glen Hotel that day to claim her luggage. The lobby was watched around the clock. Her description was on the Daily Bulletin. Every policeman in Los Angeles was on the lookout for her. I spent my time thinking about the little girl who had helped an old man sell newspapers one afternoon years ago. A little girl with a face like an angel. I didn't feel good about this case. But Joe Tappan felt worse when I went to see him again.
Well.
Hi. Mind if I come in?
What now, Mr. Dollar?
Your girlfriend.
What about her?
I've been thinking about what you told us.
So?
So maybe you didn't understand what I told you.
Now, look
I'm
here.
not pushing my weight around, Tappan. But it seems to me you're a little stubborn in what you want to believe about her. How old did she tell you her baby was that she lost in a car accident?
2 years old.
All right. 2 years ago, she was working for a dentist in Hartford, Connecticut. He was pretty much in love with her. She left him flat to take up with a man in the brokerage business in New York. She left him flat. Took $6,500 when she did it. There wasn't any baby in her life then. Her name was Lorraine Broderick. It still is. Now, would you like to see my file on her? I brought it along.
No, thanks.
I thought I'd better prove that part was a lie.
So you proved it.
Mind if I sit down?
Help yourself.
Thanks.
Do you have anything else to tell me?
I suppose I do, Mr. Tappan, since you don't seem to want to tell me anything.
Now, just
sit down, please. I've heard every man who knew her describe her, and I think I can understand why they feel the way they do. All I've got is a picture from a high school annual taken when she was 17. That was pretty good. She's 24 now. She must be 7 years better. Anyhow, you're my only hope now.
What?
Lorraine Broderick can get away from the police for a while. Oh, yeah, she's smart and clever, and she can go right on doing the same thing she's been doing all along, stealing, writing bad checks. But that's police business. My part is to find her and give her something one man left her, an insurance bequest. But it's become more than that now, to find her and stop her, maybe. Look, they'll get her eventually, Tappan. Do you know what 5 years in prison can do to a woman like her? Do you?
Well, because I know her and she passed a few bad checks doesn't mean that I'm responsible in any way.
You're right, it doesn't. But you're involved just the same. Oh, you're different from just some hotel man who's been tilted. You're a boyfriend. True, just a 4-day boyfriend. But a woman like Lorraine Broderick can do a lot of damage in 4 days' time.
Why are you here? What do you want?
I'm here to disillusion you, Tappan, because I don't think you're disillusioned enough.
Now,
You're a perfect stranger to me. I don't know you from a Grand Rapids chair, but I'm doing you a favor talking to you about Lorraine Broderick. I'm doing you a favor telling you she's a crook and a thief and a forger, and everything she ever told you was a lie. Now and then a woman walks into a man's life that he'd sell his soul for. But all she'll do in return is write you a bad check for it. She's trouble in a great big way, Tappan. You know it as well as I do.
Well, what do you want me to do? Apologize for meeting her?
I'll be satisfied if you tell me where she is.
What?
And stop lying.
Now, look here. I've listened to all I want to listen to.
Lorraine Broderick never went to that bar in Hollywood you were talking about yesterday. You didn't drop her off there. No one there has ever seen her. And she's the kind who could walk around the polo grounds with 50,000 other people and still be seen. Now, where did you take her? Where is she now?
Could it be fixed so she wouldn't know I told you?
I suppose so.
She's at the Wentmore downtown. Registered under the name of Evelyn Brady. Oh, this beats me, Dollar. I just don't understand it.
What do you mean?
How what you told me is true, I know that. But an hour ago, she called me up here and she said, Joe, I love you. Now, that sounded true, too. And I told her that I loved her. Now I'm turning her in. What kind of crazy world do we live in?
Expense account item 16, $14. Cab fare from Malibu to downtown Los Angeles in the Wentmore Hotel. A second-rate old-timer on Figueroa Street. A little different from the swank spots where Lorraine Broderick had lived so gaily. The clerk told me she was in 1302. I walked down the hall to Lorraine Broderick's room. The door was standing partially open. All of the lights seemed to be on. Hello? Hello? Hello, anybody?
Go back!
Huh?
Get out of this room!
What?
Get away, or I'll jump!
I'd found Lorraine Broderick at last. Only she was standing on a ledge outside the window, all ready for a leap into eternity.
There'll be another intriguing episode of the Broderick matter tomorrow.
Tomorrow, the end of the trail. For me and for Lorraine Broderick. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, is transcribed in Hollywood. Written by John Dawson, it is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone. Be sure to join us tomorrow night, same time and station, for the next exciting episode of Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Roy Rowan speaking.
Welcome back. Well, this has just been a masterful performance by Bob Bailey here. This has really kind of required this shift in characterization, and this is one of the better of these serials, and you'll see it again on Friday. Yet another shift by Bailey. We start off very wistful and optimistic, and then we get the slow process of disillusionment that comes out in this episode. And you almost got a sense while he was talking to the boyfriend that it was as if it was almost a misery loves company, a little bit of it, though I think he was also legitimately concerned for what this guy was going to do for his life for someone who really had proven herself dishonorable. And then we wrap up, I think, with just a fascinating cliffhanger for Friday. All right, well, now we turn to listener comments and feedback. And we have this email from John. Just wanted to say that you have a great show and I enjoy listening to it. I have a suggestion regarding the Johnny Dollar show. I think it would be better to have a 30-minute show and a 45-minute show rather than the current setup. No matter how you segment it, I will be listening. Well, thanks a lot, John. I appreciate the feedback. And I know this will kind of be, it's been kind of a conversation we've had with a few listeners. I'll tell you what kind of led me in this particular direction was actually listening through all the Johnny Dollar serials. I did this over a course of a year, and I never actually listened to more than one serial a day. And usually on the part 5 parts, there really was this kind of sense of suspense. And so I do like the way that it sets up here for the final part. And it, I think as we've gone through this, a lot of listeners have pointed out that there are ways to, just kind of say, okay, but I'd rather do it this way, and able to basically save up the episodes, and that way you kind of can customize it that way by, saving episodes from one week, listening to them the next week. But I really want to let people kind of have that feeling of excitement, suspense, waiting for part 5, for the payoff for the adventure we've kind of been following all week. And I'm not certain there's a good way to do that, splitting them up 3 and 2. I suppose we could do 4 and 1, but that would kind of make things uneven. So I appreciate the feedback. I think we're going to stick with this way, though. So thanks so much for your comments, and that will actually do it for today. Join us back here tomorrow for Sherlock Holmes, and Friday, that payoff for this tense, emotional serial, The Broderick Matter. Today's episode is brought to you by the financial support of our listeners. Thank you so much for your support. Now it's time for today's episode of Sherlock Holmes, The Blue Carbuncle.
Christmas. Christmas in our London of the 1880s. With a sparkle round the gaslights and a glow on the hurrying passers-by laden with mysterious parcels. With candled shop windows heaped with toys, with tinkling hansoms hastening past, with a million tall trees and a million tall drawing rooms. Christmas. And in the glow and glory of it, I called at Baker Street to see my old friend Sherlock Holmes. Compliments of the season, Holmes.
Who's that?
Compliments of the season, Holmes.
Oh, Watson, it's you. Good evening. How do you do?
I must say that's a deuced cold greeting for the time of year. But don't you believe in the Christmas spirit?
Yes, of course I do, my dear fellow. It's only that I'm profoundly engaged. My mind was elsewhere. Close the door, Watson, and come in. There's a confounded din from the street. Yes, that's much better. Sit down, won't you?
Oh, of course, if you're engaged, Holmes, I'd better not stay. I've still some visits to make to my patients.
No, of course. You know how glad I always am to have you, old friend, to discuss my problems with. Now, help yourself to a whiskey and soda, Watson.
Oh, thank you.
And just tell me what you think of that.
Think of what?
That. Hanging on the back of the chair there. I've been contemplating it for the last half hour.
But it's only a hat, a simple, hard, black hat.
Just so.
You best sit down with me by the fire and tell me all about it. And I'll brew some punch.
Excellent, Watson. You know where everything is, of course. And meanwhile, I'll tell you the tale of this hat, and I ask you to consider it, Watson, not as a battered old billycock, but as an intellectual problem.
Well, let me find the nutmeg grater first, and I'm ready. Well, yes, here it is.
Well then, you know Peterson, the commissionaire at the hotel on the corner?
Of course. Why? Is it his hat?
No, his trophy.
Hmm?
Trophy? Well, he found it. The owner is unknown. It arrived here, Watson, in company with a fine fat goose, which I have no doubt at this moment is roasting merrily in front of the Petersons' fire.
Oh, well, a goose in their hat. No doubt the connection's obvious, but where have you put the lemons, my dear fellow?
Lemons? Oh, try the gazogene stand.
No?
Oh, well, then that hideous bamboo smoking companion that Mrs. Hudson will insist on sitting down beside the sofa every afternoon.
Ah, yes, here we are.
Now, the facts are these, Watson. Peterson, who's a very honest fellow, as you know, was returning about 4 o'clock this morning from some small seasonal jollification and walking homewards down the Tottenham Court Road.
Oh, stir the fire a bit, will you? My hands are full.
Certainly, Watson. In front of him, there in the gaslight, Peterson suddenly saw a tallish man with a stick, walking with a slight stagger and carrying a white goose over his shoulder. As he reached the corner of Warren Street, this man was suddenly set upon by a crowd of roughs. One of them knocked his hat off, and as he raised his stick to defend himself, he accidentally swung it against a shop window and smashed the glass.
Oh, well, what happened next, Holmes?
Well, Peterson, who was still wearing his commissionaire's uniform, rushed to the man's assistance. But the fellow, shocked at breaking a window and seeing a man in uniform running up to him, dropped his goose and took to his heels. The roughs did the same, leaving Peterson master of the field of battle. He brought both bird and hat to me. There was a card on the bird's leg with "For Mrs. Henry Baker" written on it, and the initials H.B. are written on the label inside the hat. But of course there are some thousands of people named Baker in this great city of ours, so it has been my little occupation for this last hour or so to try and deduce the exact identity of this one.
From his hat?
Yes, Watson. The owner of this hat, Watson, highly intellectual, fairly well-to-do, but in the space of the last 3 years seems to have fallen on evil days. He used to have foresight, but he has less now than formerly. I suspect he's taken to drink, which would also perhaps account for the fact that his wife no longer loves him.
Oh, my dear.
Middle-aged, goes out little, has grizzled hair, which he anoints with lime cream, and has been to the barber's lately. It is also extremely improbable that he has gas laid on in his house.
Ah, come on. No, you're surely joking. Now, I've seen you at this kind of thing before, of course, but this is going too far. His wife, Holmes. You said she'd stopped loving him.
The hat hasn't been brushed for weeks, my dear fellow.
Ah?
Well, when I see you, Watson, with such an accumulation of dust on your respectable headgear, I shall expect you to be returning to your old quarters here within the next day or two.
Oh, you know, you've an answer for everything. Wonderful, wonderful. Except the gas. The fact that there's no gas laid on it in his house. Now, that really is impossible.
Not at all. One tallow stain, or even 2, might come by chance. But when I see no less than 5, I think there can be little doubt that the owner must be brought in frequent contact with burning tallow. Yes, he probably walks upstairs at night with his hat in one hand and a guttering candle in the other. Anyhow, he never got tallow stains from a gas jet. Satisfied?
How much so? Oh, my so. Very, very, most ingenious.
Elementary, my dear Watson.
Well, it seems rather a waste of your talents, but there's been no crime committed. Nothing but the loss of a Christmas goose.
That goose, my dear fellow...
Holmes, are you in?
Hello, what's this? Who is it? Yes, come in.
Mr. Holmes.
My dear Peterson.
Oh, it's the goose, sir.
Well, has it returned to life and flapped off through the kitchen window? You're as white as a sheet.
Oh, well, yes, see here, sir. Here. Look what my wife found inside its crop.
What?
Look. This is treasure trove indeed, Peterson.
Yes.
A precious stone. One of the biggest I've ever seen.
It's more than a precious stone, Watson. It's the precious stone. The blue carbuncle.
Great heavens. The Countess of Morcar?
Precisely. Missing for 5 days and with a descriptive advertisement every morning in the Times about it. And a reward of £1,000 for its recovery.
£1,000? Oh, love a duck.
A goose, Peterson.
The blue carbuncle.
Yes, I remember now. Lost at the Hotel Cosmopolitan.
That's it, and they've arrested some plumber fellow who's supposed to have taken it from the Countess's jewel case.
£1,000 reward. Oh, God.
I was reading about it only just now. Yes. Here we are. The Hotel Cosmopolitan jewel robbery. John Horner, plumber, 26, was brought up on the charge of having abstracted from the jewel case of the Countess of Morcar the valuable gem known as the Blue Carbuncle.
What else, Watson?
Well, it seems that this fellow Horner was taken up to the Countess's room by her maid, a girl called Catherine Cusack, to do some kind of repair. When the head attendant of the hotel went in, a fellow called James Ryder, to see if the work was finished, he found the jewel case was lying empty and that Horner had gone. They gave the alarm, and Horner was found by the police, and they arrested him. The case has been referred to the assizes.
Well, then the only problem remaining to be solved is the sequence of events leading from an empty jewel case in a hotel room at one end to the crop of a goose in the Tottenham Court Road at the other. Just give me a pencil and that slip of paper, will you, Peterson?
Oh, yes, sir. £1,000. Oh, blow me down, yes, sir.
What are you going to do, Holmes?
Find the owner of this hat. H.B. Henry Baker. Yes, he began as a joke, and now he's become a mystery. We'll try the simplest method first. An advertisement. How's this, Watson? Read it.
Found at the corner of Warren Street, a goose and a black felt hat. Mr. Henry Baker can have the same by applying at 6:30 this evening at 221 Baker Street.
Clear and concise, I think. Yes, if you've quite recovered from your astonishment, Peterson, sir, just run down to the advertisement office and have this put in all the evening papers, will you?
All of them, sir?
All of them. Oh, and by the way, Peterson, sir, on your way back, just see if you can buy another goose.
Another goose, sir?
Yes, as near as possible the same size as that one that your family is about to devour.
Oh, yes, sir. You're going to keep the stone, sir?
Yes, here, in my strong box. And I'll just drop a note to the Countess to say we found it. Hurry up, Peterson.
Oh, yes, sir. £1,000. Cool. Gosh, time the crows.
No, the geese, Peterson.
Mr. Henry Baker, if I'm not mistaken. Do come in, Mr. Baker.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Sit down, won't you? Pray sit down. This is my good friend, Dr. Watson.
How do you do, sir?
How do you do?
Mayn't I help you to a whiskey and soda, Mr. Baker?
Oh, thank you. I'll leave out the soda, if I may, Mr. Holmes.
Oh, of course. You see, Watson?
Congratulations, Holmes. The very man as you described him.
I beg your pardon.
Nothing, sir. Forgive us. A private matter.
Now, Mr. Baker, you come, haven't you, in answer to my advertisement. Is this your hat?
This? Oh, yes, sir, undoubtedly.
Then pray allow me to return it to you with my compliments. The bird, I'm afraid, we've been compelled to eat.
What? Oh, dear.
Careful, Mr. Baker. You spill your drink.
It was quite a necessity, I'm afraid, since in these modern days we seem to have lost the art of refrigeration, in which our Elizabethan ancestors were so adept. However, there's this other bird here on the sideboard, to which you're extremely welcome as a replacement.
That's uncommonly kind of you, sir.
Not at all. Of course, we still have the feathers and the crop of your own bird, if you'd like to take them too.
Oh, you're an honest man, sir, but the disjected member of my late acquaintance are hardly likely to be of much use to me. but I will have one more drink, if I may. Very small.
Most certainly. Would it trouble you, Mr. Baker, to tell me where you got that uncommonly fine bird of yours?
Not at all, sir. I'm a member of a Christmas goose club run by the landlord of the Alpha Inn near the museum.
The Alpha Inn, Watson?
I got it there in exchange for my weekly fourpences, which I've been paying since last April.
Well, that's good value for 12 shillings, Mr. Baker, eh?
Yes. I really am most grateful to you for your kindness, sir. I was set on by some roughs in the street, and I lost it.
All's well that ends well, Mr. Baker. We were fortunate enough to find it, so here's your hat, and here is your new bird. Oh, I put the old ticket onto it, the one that was tied to the other goose's leg, marked to Mrs. Henry Baker.
Oh, how nice of you. I'm much obliged, sir.
Well, not at all. A peace offering, Mr. Baker.
A peace offering, sir, in point of fact. To my better half.
Ah, quite.
Good night, sir, and thank you again.
Good night, Mr. Baker. Good night.
Well, so much for Mr. Henry Baker, Watson.
Well, it's quite evident that he was innocent, of course, from the trap you laid. I mean, about the feathers and the crop.
Yes, evident. I suggest, Watson, that we turn that proposed dinner of ours into a late supper. I'll tell Mrs. Hudson she'll forgive us. And in the meanwhile, let's follow up the clue of the Alpha Inn.
By all means, Holmes, I confess I'm most intrigued.
But I'm afraid we shall have to battle our way out through those infernal waits who are making night so hideous on our humble doorstep. Come, Watson, we've work to do this Christmas Eve.
It was a bitter night, and so we drew on our ulsters and wrapped our mufflers about our throats. We swung through the doctor's quarters of Wimpole Street and Harley Street, and so along the great thoroughfare of Oxford Street, where the crowds were thinning now to Bloomsbury. And there, in a forgotten corner, we found the Alpha Inn. And from the rosy landlord, learnt that the geese for his Christmas club had come from a dealer named Breckenridge in Covent Garden. Yes, here's the market, Holmes. What was the name of the goose dealer?
Breckenridge, Watson. Yeah, there it is, you see? The largest stall of the lot. There's the name written up over it.
Yes, just in time. They're closing up. Horsey-looking fella, isn't he?
What's that you say, horsey? Good for you, Watson. That fact might come in useful. Ah, good evening, Mr. Breckenridge. It's a cold night.
Cold enough, I reckon. Glad to get finished.
Sold out of geese, I see.
Let's have 500 tomorrow morning.
Ah, that's no good, I'm afraid. We want one tonight.
Here, there's someone that stall over there with a gas flare. Now, excuse me.
Oh, we will recommend it to you particularly, Mr. Breckenridge.
Oh? Who by?
By the landlord of the Alpha Inn in Bloomsbury.
Yes, you supplied him with some incomparable birds, he told us. Where did you get them from, by the way?
Now, look here. What exactly are you driving at, mister?
Why, nothing, only that I wanted to know who sold you those geese.
I'm dashed if I'll tell you then. You're another one to pester me, are you?
Another one? What do you mean?
When I pay good money for a thing, that should be the end of it, I say. But it's where are those geese, and who did you sell those geese to, till I'm sick of it. You think that lot were the only geese in the world, the way some folk keep on at me about them?
Well, I can assure you that we've nothing to do with any other people who've been making inquiries, Mr. Breckenridge. In fact, all I'm concerned with is a little bet I've made.
A bet?
Yes, sir. I'm always ready to back my opinion, and I've bet a fiver with my friend the doctor here that the bird we ate from the Alpha Inn was country bred.
You've lost your fiver then, 'cause it was town bred.
No, it was nothing of the kind.
It was, I tell you. God, do you think you know more about fowls than I do when I've been in the trade, man and boy?
I tell you, it's country bred.
Each town. Here, will you take a bet with me too?
With pleasure. A sovereign, every penny of it.
Right, it's on now. Where's that ruddy book of mine? Here it is. Here, just look in there, Mr. Cockshaw.
Oh, what's this?
That's the list of the folk I buy from, see, and what I do with the stuff when I bought it. Now then, look at that name there, do you see?
Can you see it, Watson, in this light?
Yes.
Mrs. Oakshott, isn't it?
That's right, Mrs. Oakshott. And what's the address,
117 Brixton Road, Egg and Poultry Supplier.
Brixton Road, Mr. Ironmighty. And what's the last entry under it,
December the 22nd, 24 geese at 7 and 6.
And who were they sold to,
Sold to Mr. Windigate of the Alpha at 12 shillings.
Right. And so what do you say now, Mr. Blooming Poultry Fancier?
Well, I must say I could have sworn it was country bred. All right, you win, Mr. Breckenridge. There's your sovereign.
Thank you.
Come along, Doctor. I owe you 5, I think.
Yes, you do. Easy money, that's what I say. Well, good evening, gents. Merry Christmas.
Good evening, Mr. Breckenridge. Well, Watson, let's stand here by the gas lamp for a moment. I want to think.
I tell you, I don't know nothing about it. You get out of here, I say.
Hello? What's going on?
Was there some kind of a quarrel, Holmes, back there at Breckenridge's stall?
Oh, yes, so there is. Let's see what's the matter.
Look, that little rat-faced fellow, do you see? Breckenridge is threatening him.
I tell you, I've had enough of you angel blooming geese.
I was only asking you.
Yeah, well, you've asked the same before and you've got the same ruddy answer. You and anybody else.
One of them geese was mine, I say.
Well, you can ask Mrs. Blooming Oakshot for it.
She told me to ask you.
Yeah, then you can ask the King of Prussia for all I care. You get off now. Go on, or I'll knock your teeth out, mind you. Here,
Go on. Oh, give it a red tea, Paddy boy.
Go on, you blooming nosy Parker, you.
The little fellow's coming this way, Watson. It looks as if we've saved our trip to Brixton. You want me to collar him? Turn by if he gets nasty. He looks a bit of a shrimp, though. Not much trouble. Here, my man. Not so fast. I'd just like a word with you.
What? Here, who are you? What do you want?
I couldn't help overhearing your little disagreement with the good salesman over there, and I think I might be able to assist you.
How do you mean? How could you know anything? Who are you, eh?
My name is Sherlock Holmes, and it's my business to know what other people don't know.
Well, you can't do anything about this.
On the contrary, you're trying to trace some geese, which were sold by a Mrs. Oakshot to that man there who sold them to the landlord of the Alpha Inn, who got rid of them through his goose club, of which Mr. Henry Baker is a member.
What? Why, you're the very man I've been looking for, Mr. Holmes. Oh, I can hardly tell you how much it means to me.
Watson, be good enough to signal for a four-wheeler, will you?
Yes, certainly.
I think, my friend, we'd better discuss this whole matter in some cozy place, rather than in the crowded street. We'll go to my room, shall we? Oh, what's your name, may I ask?
My name's Robinson. John Robinson.
No, the real name. It's always so awkward doing business with an alias.
All right, then. James Ryder.
Head attendant of the Hotel Cosmopolitan, I believe. Quite so. You have the cab, Watson.
Just coming over, Holmes.
Splendid. Now, would you mind just standing on Mr. Ryder's other side and just take him by the arm, will you? He might have a fancy to go for a little walk. Well, now, here we are. Looks very seasonable, this weather. Do put some more coal on, would you, Watson? Now then, pray take the basket chair, Mr. Ryder. You look chilly.
I'll make some more punch, I think, Holmes. We could all do with a warning.
Thank you, Watson, if you will. You'll find the lemons behind you on the gazogene stand.
And the nutmeg scraper?
There, behind the Persian slipper. Oh, you might hand it to me, will you, dear fellow? I'd like some tobacco.
Certainly.
Thank you so much. Well, now, Mr. Ryder.
Yes, sir?
You want to know what became of those geese, Mr. Ryder, or rather of that goose. For I fancy it was only one that you were interested in, a white one with a black bar across its tail.
Oh, if you could only tell me, sir, I'd be that grateful. It's really mine, you see, sir. It was sold by mistake.
And a most remarkable bird, if I may say so, Mr. Ryder. Watson, hand me over my strong box, if you please. That bird laid an egg after it was dead, Mr. Ryder. The bonniest, brightest little blue egg that ever was seen. I have it here.
Oh, merciful heaven.
The game's up, Ryder.
Steady, man, steady, or you'll be in the fire.
Hang on to him, Watson.
It's all right, Holmes, I've got him. Almost fainting, poor devil. I'll get him a brandy.
Poor devil, hey, heavens, what a worm the fellow is. He's not got blood enough to go in for a felony.
But there you are, my man. Drink it up.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Oh, what have I done? What have I done?
You know perfectly well what you've done, Ryder. It only needs one or two more links, Watson, to make the case complete. Now then, Ryder, who told you of the Countess of Morca's jewel, the blue carbuncle?
It was Catherine Cusack, sir. I swear it was their idea.
The Countess's waiting maid home.
Exactly. And so you invented some excuse to send that unfortunate young Horner into the Countess's hotel room, and after he was gone, you rifled the jewel case, raised the alarm, and put the blame onto him.
Yes, sir, I did, sir. Oh, for heaven's sake, have mercy, Mr. Holmes. I never went wrong before. It was Cathy was to blame.
Get up off the floor, man. It's no good kneeling to me. You didn't show much mercy to Horner, did you?
I'll leave the country, sir. The charge will break down against him.
Get up. Watson, help me onto his feet, for heaven's sake.
What I want to know is how the stone got into the goose, Ryder. There, man, take another drink.
Well, it was all a mistake, you see, sir. Once I had it, I wanted to hide it somewhere. It seemed to burn a hole in my pocket. So I went to my sister's, you see, to think things out.
Your sister?
Maggie. She married a man called Oakshot.
Uh-huh.
She fattens fowls for the market at Brixton.
Ah, Oakshot, eh?
Well, I was thinking it out in her yard, see, smoking a pipe like. I remembered that Maggie had promised me a bird for Christmas, so I had an idea.
You forced the stone down the bird's throat?
Yes, sir. Well, just then Maggie came out to see what I was up to, and the bird got free for a minute, but I went and caught it again, and Maggie and I killed it. I had a notion to take the stone to a chap I knew up in Kilburn that told me once he knew how to get rid of stolen property. And I thought it would be safe from any search in the bird's crop, you see, sir, even if the police did take it into their hands to stop me. They weren't all that certain about Orne, you see.
Ah, when you got to Kilburn, it wasn't there.
No, sir. So I rushed back to Maggie. By that time, all the other birds had gone to market, see? There was 2 of them with barred tails, you see, sir. I'd caught the wrong one after it had got away. I've been at that stall at the garden ever since, trying to find out where it had gone. Oh, Mr. Holmes.
Ah. Well, what are you going to do, Holmes?
I'm not quite sure, but I think all things considered, it might be best to get out, Ryder.
What? You mean?
I mean, get out, man.
Oh, heaven bless you, Mr. Holmes.
I don't want to hear any more from you. Get out.
Thank you, Mr.
Get
Holmes.
out.
Heaven bless you, sir. Well, a most singular and whimsical business, my dear Watson.
Ah, my dear Holmes. Shouldn't you have turned him in?
Well, when all's said and done, Watson, I'm really not retained by the police to supplement their deficiencies. As soon as I send the stone back, the case against Horner will collapse at once. There'll be no witness.
But you're committing a felony, you know.
Well, it's just possible that I'm also saving a soul. I don't believe he'll go wrong again. He's too scared. Besides, Watson... Well, this is the season of forgiveness, man. Listen. 12 o'clock. It's Christmas Day. Oh, pass me some of that delicious punch of yours, won't you? And tell me you forgive me, too.
Forgive you? In heaven's name, for what?
For being so surly yesterday morning when you offered me the compliments of the season. I return them now with all my heart. And here's your health, old friend, with my glass upraised. A Merry Christmas, my dear Watson.
A Merry Christmas, Holmes.
God save her gracious majesty.
Amen.
Welcome back. Well, I definitely prefer this to the John Stanley version, but that's just my opinion. Well acted and again, just a very solid John Gielgud performance here. I do apologize. One thing I regret is not able to bring it to you at a more seasonally appropriate time. But as we've only got 6 more weeks of the show left, and we'll be done in I believe early July. Just not any time that's more Christmassy to play it. So sorry about that, but I hope you enjoyed the episode regardless. All right, well, we do have a listener comment. This one is a review from the iTunes App Store, and Miss Lilybell writes, the podcast is the best listening for the old-time radio shows. Adam does a great job adding information about the cast as well as the background on the various programs. If you like to listen to old radio mysteries, this podcast is for you. You won't be disappointed. Thank you very much. And then we have this comment from Brian on the last episode of Frank Race. I like the Frank Race stories, but I have a hard time with the volume during playbacks. It needs to be loud to hear the secondary characters, and the music comes in very loud. The other series don't seem to have these issues. Was the Frank Race series done with a cheaper budget or cheaper studio back then? It wasn't one of the top syndicators, but I've not heard that particular complaint before, so sorry you had that particular issue with Frank Race. All right, well, that actually does it for today. We will be back tomorrow with yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and also the second part of Nightmare for Night. And then join us back here next Thursday for another episode of Sherlock Holmes. Well, it's now time for us to get started with today's program, beginning with part 2 of Nightmare for Night. And then after that program, join us in about 15 minutes. We'll be bringing you the conclusion to the Broderick matter. But here now is Nightmare for Night part 2.
Carter Brown, Mysteries. Adventures in excitement and suspense, based on the best-selling novels by the slick storytelling sensation, Carter Brown.
this was really one for the books, the story books. Nicky Knight, the private eye, bodyguarding the harem of an Eastern prince in an isolated house made even more isolated by a high stone wall. But instead of Knight coming to the harem had come to Knight. In the person of this black-haired babe with a veil over her face and the silk jacket and silk trousers trying hard to hide her how-do-you-do figure, and not succeeding.
I said shut the door. That fool Abdul might wake up any minute.
Abdul? Oh, yeah, sure. He's on guard upstairs, isn't he?
I thought he was going to wake up just as I went past him. Boy, was I scared.
I don't get it. You came from the harem, but you're American.
All the way from Texas.
Well, then what are you doing in a harem?
Oh, it was just one of those things. I was dancing in the East, and my agent took a powder with all the dough. Some of it was the management's, so they tossed me out on my ear. Well, it's not exactly pleasant being broke in those countries. But Al's the man had seen me dance and made me an offer, so here I am.
And you don't mind it?
Oh, he sticks $300 into an account for me every month. Living doesn't cost me anything. Only it's so darn boring.
Boring?
Sure. You don't see anyone all day except Fatima, and at night when the great man makes his inspection, you know what he does?
You tell me.
He just sits there eating those concerned chocolates.
What?
That's right. Then he goes to bed, and we go to bed. I tell you, I have never been so bored. That's why I took a chance tonight.
The sneaking out?
Yep. Fatima told us about you. You sounded interesting, so I thought I'd take a look.
Look your fill, lady.
Oh, not bad. Not bad at all. What's your name?
Knight, Nick Knight.
Nicky. I like that. You can call me Tex. Say, that wouldn't be a real old-fashioned American bottle, would it?
It would indeed.
Oh, pour me one.
Sure.
I haven't had a swallow of one of those since George Washington was a pup.
There you are. Watch out it doesn't choke you.
I'm from Texas, remember? Well, here's looking at you, Nicky.
Cheers. There are 4 of you girls up there, aren't there?
Yep. We fight like cat and dog, too. Takes Fatima all the time to sort us out.
Who are the other 3?
Why? What's wrong with me?
Well, from what I can see, and that's plenty, and not a thing takes.
Then what do you want to go asking about the others for?
Oh, just curiosity.
Oh. Well, there's Natasha. She's a white Russian or something. Then there's Li Chi. She's Chinese. They're okay. But the other one, the French dame, she's a queer one. Always unhappy, always crying.
Did you say she was French?
Uh-huh. Her name's Marie.
Marie what?
Well, how the tarnation do I know? You know, for a guy who's just curious, you sound awfully interested.
Oh, no, I'm not, Tex.
You better not be. I haven't got much time. That Abdul might wake up any minute. So just you forget about the others, huh? And concentrate on me.
Honey, you've come to the right boy. I can concentrate better than a short-sighted accountant looking for a missing dollar.
So,
Hassan!
So you would betray my master.
Now, take it easy, Hassan.
You know the penalty. Death.
Listen, pal, don't let that hashish you've been feeding yourself give you any nutty ideas.
I have told you, Knight, of my skill with the knife. You may witness it now.
Down on the floor, Tex! I'm not bad with a good old American bottle myself. And then there's the good old American rabbit punch, too. How's that for a guy who's a little out of practice?
Nicky, you're going to have to do better. I think someone's coming, and my guess is Abdul.
I can take care of him, too. Little Hassan won't want his gun any longer. That's it. You stay put, Tex. I'll get behind the door.
What is this? Hassan? Dead? Hey, you! Woman! Where is the American?
Right here!
Oh, Nicky, you're colossal.
Oh, so's he. If he'd hit that floor any harder, he'd gone right through it.
Well, what do we do now?
To coin a phrase, let's get out of here.
But, Nicky, how? There's a guard on the gates, and if he sees
me...
But
he won't, baby, if you're lying flat on the floor in the back. And with a gun poking at him, I don't think he'll argue with me. I was right. The ex-seaman took one look at the revolver, his eyes did a double-action rock and roll, and he unlocked the gates. I shoved my foot down on the accelerator, and we got out of the place quicker than a fish slides down a performing seal's gullet. I didn't slow down until about 15 minutes later.
Whew. Well, that's better. The way you were pushing this bus along, I thought we'd end up in a ditch any minute.
Honey, I used to drive a Jeep in the Army. After that, this is kid stuff.
Where are you heading?
Home, my apartment.
Oh. And what about me? Where am I heading?
Home, my apartment.
Nicky, you're a right guy.
And first thing in the morning, I'll have to get you some clothes. Some decent clothes. If a cop pulled us up now with you in that outfit...
You'll have to tell him we've been to a fancy dress ball.
And if he believes that, he'll believe anything. Hey, of all the dumb...
What's the matter?
I've just realized what a dope I am. We could have brought that girl Marie with us.
What's that French dame got that fascinates you? You haven't even seen her.
It's not what she's got, it's what her brother's got. His name's Louis Desprez, and he offered me 5,000 greenbacks for letting him know whether his sister's in that place or not. If we produced the sister, he might have made it 15.
Oh, that explains the curiosity. Money.
Can you think of a better explanation?
I guess not.
Oh, speaking of money, that dough that Fatso was depositing in a bank for you, is it an American bank?
Sure.
In your name?
That's right.
Well, then he can't touch it. It's safe.
But I don't know that I am. His Highness Prince Alzaman will never forget that I have insulted his honor by leaving. He'll hunt me down, Nicky. That's the way he is.
I'll let you into a secret. If what Louis Desprez says is true, his sister was kidnapped. And if I can prove it, the prince might be on the other end of the hunting.
Well, watch out for him, Nicky. He can be real mean.
Look, what's the setup anyway? Where does this Haroon who hired me fit into the picture?
Well, he's the contact man in the States. He's here all the time to work out any troubles with the oil company.
Well, if he's here the whole time, why did Fatso come?
Well, we girls of the harem weren't taken into the prince's confidence. I do know, though, that he had an urgent cable from his younger brother, and that was why he decided to make the trip.
His younger brother? Who's his younger brother?
Haroon, of course, stupid.
Look, I may be stupid, but nobody told me that Haroon was his younger brother.
Well, now I've told you.
Yeah. Where does it get me?
Huh?
There's something screwy going on, Tex, but I just can't figure it. With those 3 gods already, why was I hired at all?
Search me.
With you in that outfit, it wouldn't take long.
You know, girl looks so stupid in this get-up once you get out of that atmosphere. Girl feels cold, too.
Well, in that case, honey, move closer. We got into my apartment without being seen, which was just as well. First thing next morning, I called Louis Desprez at the Arcadia and arranged to meet him in the lounge. Then I went shopping for Tex. With a list of stuff she gave me, I was only just in time for my talk with Desprez.
Hey, Mr. Knight, when you rang, I could hardly believe it. Well...
Don't we get to order a drink first?
No, please, Mr. Knight, you know how important this is to me.
Yeah, I guess I do. She's there, Desprez.
She is? Is she all right?
As far as I know, I didn't see her, but I have it on good authority that she's okay but unhappy.
Oh, Marie. My poor little Marie. Is there anything else you found out?
One thing, that my conscience doesn't worry me anymore, not after meeting the prince. In fact, it would be a distinct pleasure to feed him some hot lead instead of chocolates.
Me, I feel the same way. But what are you doing away from the house?
Order me a drink and I'll tell you. While the waiter went off with our orders, I told Louis Desprez the whole story. When I finished, Louis looked up at me and his expression was serious.
So this Hassan is a really dangerous one, then, huh?
Uh-huh. And after him, that mountain named Abdul. The one on the gate, Blanc, doesn't matter. He's easy meat.
That is good. Oh, by the way, here is your check for $5,000.
Huh?
I've had it already, just in case.
Well, thanks.
And that keeps my promise to you for finding out whether Marie is there or not. Now I would ask you something more. How would you like to earn a further $5,000?
I'd like. What do I have to do?
Break into that house with me and rescue Marie?
Say, the more I think about that, the more it appeals to me.
Excellent. I told you, monsieur, when we first met, that I knew a man when I saw one.
When do you propose doing it?
We should not wait too long, I think. They may become panicky and do something drastic to my little sister.
Well, when do you think?
What do you say to tomorrow night?
Suits me.
I shall call for you just before midnight. By the time we get to the house, everyone should be asleep.
Yeah, that sounds okay.
Then, monsieur, I give you a toast. To tomorrow night and success.
I drank his toast and then left. In the foyer of the hotel, I bumped into an old acquaintance, Hank Green, the hotel detective.
Hi, Nicky. I saw you in the lounge.
Yeah, I get so reckless. I'll even chance the liquor you serve here.
You get reckless, all right, with the company you keep.
Huh? What's that?
The guy you were drinking with.
Louis Desprez?
Oh, is that what he calls himself now?
Well, how do you mean now?
I know him as Louis Katz. A nasty taste in the mouth from way back. He dodged a murder rep in France in 1948 and came to the States. He's lucky. His parents were holidaying here when he was born, so he's got U.S. nationality and can't be kept out of the country. He's pulled everything from selling the Brooklyn Bridge to a sucker to murder. He's tough and he's clever. Also about as safe company as a death adder.
Oh, brother. You're sure you're not mixing him up with someone else?
Oh, not me, not little Louis. I don't sleep nights while he's staying in the hotel.
You're not paid to sleep nights. Well, thanks, pal. I'll do something for you one day.
Just take my advice, Nicky. If he's made you any proposition, don't take it.
On the contrary, Hank, that's just what I'm going to do. I'm going along with him all the way.
Welcome back. Well, this case definitely made some progress. I appreciated that Knight acknowledged that there is something fishy with him being hired, and hopefully we're going to get to the bottom of that. And join us next week. We're going to bring you part 3 of Nightmare for Knight. We're going to get into yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in just a second. Before we do get started, I did want to note I received a message from a listener, Tony, who said on Facebook, I just use JohnnyDollarHair.com. And we really appreciate that because it's a great way to support the program. When you're making travel plans, just remember, go to JohnnyDollarHair.com, which is a Priceline affiliate, and do a search for airfare. If you get get a good deal there, and book your flight or a hotel ticket, cruise, airline ticket, whatever, portion of your purchase goes to support the great detectives of old-time radio. So when you plan your travel, remember JohnnyDollarAir.com. Well, now it's time to turn to the tense matter of Part 5 of the Broderick matter.
From Hollywood, it's time now for
Johnny Dollar.
Room 1302. This is the desk clerk. I have a call here.
Never mind the call. You call the police.
Call the what?
Call the police and tell them to hurry. There's an attempted suicide up here.
Who is this?
Shut up and do as I tell you.
Now, just a minute.
It won't do you any good. It won't do you any good at all.
Wait a minute.
Police, you, who cares? I'm going to jump anyhow.
Tonight and every weekday night, Bob Bailey in the transcribed adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar. Location, Los Angeles, California. To the Eastern Trust Insurance Company Claims Division, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the Broderick matter. An old man in Hartford died and left $1,500 insurance money to a little girl who had been nice to him one afternoon back in 1943. My job, get the money to her. Even if she might take it and jump off the 13th floor ledge of a building.
Don't come any closer. I'll jump.
Lorraine.
Don't come any closer.
It's cold out there. Don't you think you should come inside?
I'm going to jump. Stay away now. Don't try to grab me.
All right. All right, I'll do anything you say, Lorraine. Okay.
What are you doing?
Taking off my coat. Standing out there, it must be cold. Here. You take my coat.
Don't come close.
I'm not.
I don't want your coat.
All right, Lorraine.
I never saw you before in my life. How do you know my name?
I've seen you.
No, you haven't. I remember people. And watch out.
Just going to light a cigarette. I can light a cigarette, can I? Do you want one?
No.
Can I have one?
Suit yourself. Are you a policeman?
No.
Where did you see me?
In a picture. In your high school annual at St. Charles.
St. Charles? What do you know about St. Charles? What's your name?
Johnny Dollar?
Are you from Hartford?
Yes.
Let me see your face in the light. Over there. Don't come near this window. Don't come near or I'll jump right down there. That's right there. No, you aren't from Hartford. I never knew you. You're lying to me.
No, I'm not.
As room clerk of this hotel, I'm entitled to know... Oh.
Go away! Get out of here! Get out of here or I'll jump!
What?
Get out. Go on, get out.
Yes.
Did you call the police?
No, but I will.
I heard you tell him about the police. I don't care. They can't stop me. Nobody can stop me.
No. I suppose not, Lorraine. You can jump any time you want to. I can't stop you.
I wanted somebody to call the police. I want them all down there. When the crowd's big enough, I'll jump. And I'm not afraid to do it. I'm not afraid.
I know that. Lorraine, why don't you come away from the edge? I won't hurt you.
Everybody hurts me. You would, too.
Why do you want to jump, Lorraine?
I have my reasons. Look. There's a couple of people down there who see me. They're looking up here. They'd like to see me jump. Look. They're stopping other people. They'd all like to see me jump.
I don't think they'd like to see that at all, Lorraine.
Oh, yes, they would. Those people down there would love to see it happen. You'd like it, too.
No, I wouldn't. I want you to live, Lorraine.
You're afraid, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Why?
Dying is something all of us face. If you die here tonight, it makes me a little afraid of dying. I don't like to be afraid of anything.
Neither do I.
You must be afraid of something.
I'm not afraid of anything. I've never been afraid of anything. I'm going to jump down there, and that proves I'm not afraid.
I don't believe you, Lorraine. I think you were afraid to love Dr. Pollard in Hartford. I think you were afraid to marry William Dameron in New York City. I think you've been afraid of everything and everybody that was good for you for a long, long time.
Don't come closer!
Would you like to talk to a priest, Lorraine?
No.
Look, sometimes a priest can help you when you're all mixed...
so worried I'm going to jump off here any minute you'd say anything. Or try anything. I don't even know what you're doing here. Why you came here.
I told you, Lorraine, I've been looking for you.
Tell him to go back! Tell him all to go back or I'll jump!
Go back. Go on back, you crazy fools. Get back. It's all right. They aren't coming.
I don't want anybody here. A lot more people down there in the street now. Oh, they're getting the big lights up here. Golly.
Lorraine, look at me. Look toward me.
What?
I want to help you, Lorraine.
Nobody wants to help me. Nobody's ever wanted to help me.
You're wrong.
Then why did Mama and Daddy die? Why did they have to die? Why did Uncle Jim die? Why was I left alone? Why didn't I have anybody?
You did have somebody. You had Dr. Pollard if you wanted him. You had William Dameron.
Did you meet William?
Yes, sure, last week. He's still very much in love with you, Lorraine.
After I stole money from him and walked out on him?
Oh, the money meant nothing to him. He still loves you, Lorraine. He told me so.
I don't love him. I never loved him.
He thought so.
He was just nice.
Why did you leave him that way?
I'm no good. Never have been. You know. I've never been any good to anybody. You're lying to me about him.
Would you like to talk to Dameron? I can get him on the phone.
No, I don't want to talk to him or to anybody I know. But after I jump, you can tell him something for me.
Sure.
Tell him I meant to send the money back to him. I didn't. You can tell him I loved him. He'd feel good if you told him that, I think.
All right.
Go back! I don't care who you are! Go back or I'll jump right now! Wait! Close that hall door. If you want to see me jump, you'll have to watch from the street, down there with the others. Close it! Was he a policeman?
I suppose so. I don't know.
He looked foolish. Oh, Lord, he looked foolish.
Yeah, well, we all look foolish at one time or another. It passes.
Do I look foolish?
Yes. Yeah, you look foolish. You're not going through with this.
You know that for the first time in my life, I know exactly what I want to do, how I want to do it. I'm going to jump. Somebody's on the roof out here. They have a net. A big net.
From what I know about you, I thought you always knew pretty much what you wanted to do in life.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's very funny. I knew what I wanted in life. I never knew anything. And it's all botched up. Mom and Daddy died. I should have died, too. I should have been with Mama and Daddy when they were killed in the car. Well, it won't be long. I'll be with them. I won't be tired anymore pretty soon. Those men with a net up there.
Lorraine, wait!
Wait for what? You said you talked to people who've known me, who know what I was and what I am. Well, I didn't turn out the way they wanted me to, did I? I didn't even turn out the way I wanted to be. Look at me. Why should I wait?
One man had more faith in you than anybody else.
They're trying to lower that
He was an
net.
old man named John Smith. He sold papers back in Hartford. Old John Smith. Lorraine,
I think I'd better...
you met him one day when you were a little girl. You helped him sell his papers one afternoon. It meant a lot in his life, an awful lot. Do you remember him?
No.
You were 11 years old. You lived on Cushing Street.
Yes. I went downtown after school one day to look in the windows. I had a nickel and I bought a paper from that old man. He had tobacco juice on his lips. I talked to him. He told me all about selling papers. He said I was a very nice little girl. He asked me my name and where I lived. He talked about school and about growing up. He told me I'd grow up someday and be a lovely woman. He said, lovely woman. He was very nice. He was the nicest man I ever knew. And I only knew him that one afternoon. Where is he?
He's dead, Lorraine. He left you all his money. Insurance money. It comes to $1,500.
You're lying.
No, Lorraine. He wanted you to have it. He worked very hard and sacrificed a great deal to make sure you'd have it.
You're making all this up. It's all a lie. Only that afternoon.
It was an important afternoon. Here, look.
What? Don't come closer.
These prove I'm from the insurance company. Here's the check.
Throw them over.
All right. Go ahead. Pick them up. I won't make a move. What do you think now?
That old man. That poor old man. Oh, that poor old man.
Easy. Easy. Expense account item 17, $5.50, martinis. I needed them. It was my first and I hope my last half hour with an intended suicide. Attach find insurance check payable to Lorraine Broderick for $1,500. The psychiatrist who examined her believed that she will make a complete recovery in time. Until such time, she's not classified as a responsible person. I notified 2 parties of the events at the Wentmore Hotel. One, Mr. William Dameron in New York City, who arrived in Los Angeles yesterday morning. 2, Joseph Tappan, who has already secured legal counsel for Lorraine Broderick when she answers the bad check charges against her. As you know, in matters like this, restitution is usually preferred to prosecution. Expense account item 18, $185. Transportation back to Hartford. Total, $1,132.14. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Remember, please, there'll be another intriguing story for you beginning next Monday night.
Next week, the Cronin matter. A matter of keeping a sweet old lady from carefully and deliberately losing her life. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, is transcribed in Hollywood. Written by John Dawson, it is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in this week's cast were Eleanor Audley, Barbara Eiler, Virginia Gregg, Carlton Young, Harry Bartell, Herbert Ellis, John Daner, Marvin Miller, Tony Barrett, Frank Gerstle, Chester Stratton, and Lawrence Dobkin. Musical supervision by Amerigo Marino. Be sure to join us on Monday night, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Roy Rowan speaking.
Welcome back. Well, in my opinion, this is a program that just consistently outdoes itself here. What we had here, you had Bob Bailey and Virginia Gregg, two of the greatest radio performers of all time, playing this scene. Just fantastic. A lot of emotion and depth that and very powerfully done, I thought, on behalf of both actors. And like I said, a very tense and realistic conclusion. So I have to say that in some ways it's somewhat difficult for the insurance company. They end up spending almost as much on Johnny's expense account as they did on the $1,500 check. And it was not even delivered. But hopefully, when she gets out and is ready and competent to stand trial, hopefully at that point, they'll be able to get the check to her. All right, listener comments and feedback, and we begin with Beverly, who says, "Hi, Adam. I've been listening for several years now. I started with Dragnet and then moved on to Great Detectives. Now that yours truly, Johnny Dollar, is in 5 parts, I wait until the end of the week and download them through iTunes and put them on a playlist so I can listen to the week's show without interruption. Thanks, Adam, for the great service you provide your fans." And Aloma says, "I scrapbook most days, and I love old-time radio shows. I have them in my iPod, iPad, and my XM radio. I can't get enough. Keep them coming." Well, thanks so much, Aloma. We're glad to oblige. We will be back on next Friday with the next part in Nightmare for Night, and we'll be back on Monday with another story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Join us tomorrow for the lineup. Today's episode is brought to you by the financial support of our listeners. You can support the program at support.greatdetectives.net. Well, here now is another episode of the lineup where they redid a previous program. It's time for the Senile Slugging Case from September 12, 1951.
Ladies and gentlemen, we take you now behind the scenes of a police headquarters in a great American city, where under the cold, glaring lights will pass before us the innocent, the vagrant, the thief, the murderer. This is The Lineup. Here's Mr. Wiggins.
How do you feel, Mr. Wiggins?
Oh, better. I feel a little better.
Well, we can sit right here.
Need some help?
No, thank you. It's all right.
I'll see you later then.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sergeant.
You bet.
Nice fellow.
Crying?
Yeah.
How many people do we have to look at?
Oh, I think they're 28 or 29. We've had 2 other cases like yours in the past week. Picked up a couple of guys that might be possibilities, but we haven't been able to get positive
May I have your attention, please? You people out there on the other side of the wire in the audience room, may I have your attention, please? Thank you. My name is Greb, Sergeant Matt Greb. I'll explain the lineup to you. Each of the suspects you will see will be numbered. I'll call off a number, their name and charge. If you have any questions or identifications, please remember the number assigned to the prisoner as I call his name. At the end of each line, when I ask for questions or identifications, call out the number. If you're sure or not too sure of the suspect, have him held. The officers who took your name will assist you. They're seated among you. Please be prompt with your questions or identifications. When the prisoners leave here, they are sent to the washroom and dressed back into their jail clothes. It makes it quite difficult to bring them back after they leave here. The questions I ask these suspects are merely to get a natural tone of voice, so do not pay too much attention to their answers as they often lie. Bring on the line. Okay, move it over. Right on over to this side of the stage. Spread out and stand facing the audience. Hands to your sides and keep looking straight ahead. Now when you answer the questions, talk up so the people out there can hear you. It's a long way to the back of the room, so keep your voices up. Okay, number 1, William Bushman, robbery. Take your hands out of your pockets. Where do you live, William?
108th and Lincoln.
Where are you from?
Los Angeles.
How long you been in this city?
About 7 months, I think. January. It was about 7 months.
Were you arrested with anybody, William?
Yeah, a couple of guys.
Well, what are their names?
Joe, I don't know his last name.
Joe, Lucas, number 18. All right, who was the other boy?
Call him Twitch. Herman Twitchell.
Number 19. Any weapons, William?
No.
You have a car?
No. He was walking. If we had a car, we wouldn't be here.
Okay, number 2, Max Sloan, robbery. Where do you live, Max?
On the east side.
You have an address, haven't you?
411 Orchid, south.
Were you alone when you were arrested?
I was with the guy who was sticking up.
Was anybody arrested with you?
No. I was pulling the job. We weren't sticking up each other.
Any weapons, Max?
You think he was giving me his wallet because I was pointing my thumb at him?
You want to be funny? We've got all night, Max. You can just stand there and be funny all night.
All right, I'm sorry.
Were there any weapons?
Yeah, 32.
Well, nickel-plated blue steel what?
Blue steel. Not counting the rust.
You have a car?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Number 3, Stanley Meyer, robbery.
No, none of those men.
Where do you live, Stan?
I don't recognize any of those
Come on, you'll have to speak up, Stan.
I said I don't live here. I'm from out of town.
Where out of town?
Wilmington, Kentucky.
Can you people hear him back there?
No.
All right, now look, I told you boys you're going to have to talk up. I don't want to have to repeat the question, so come on, talk up all the way to the back of the room. Now, where are you from, Stan?
Wilmington, Kentucky.
Where have you been staying here?
Only one place, Flop House.
What flop house?
Oh, just a flop house. I don't remember. Who remembers a flop house?
Hi.
Mr. Wiggins didn't spot anybody, huh?
No. Those two guys that jumped and did it so quick.
Oh, this is the third slugging in a week. Somebody better come up with a halfway decent description.
Those guys aren't stupid. Follow a pretty routine M.O. Dark spots. Pick an old guy like Wiggins, jump him before he knows what's happening, beat him unconscious, and then roll him. How much chance has he got for a decent description?
They're liable to kill somebody. They seem to be getting rougher.
Yeah. Here's a list of Wiggins' valuables. See that all the pawn shops are covered.
Okay.
The other two victims didn't have much these guys might want to hawk. Wiggins had a gold watch and an old stick pin. Watch had his name and an inscription. I might try to get rid of it.
We're in car 13J tonight, huh?
Yeah. These boys move around, but they seem to stay pretty much to the east side. We'll have the usual cars and 5 auxiliaries. Waldo's putting about a dozen plainclothesmen on the streets.
Funny if one of our boys got rolled.
And they're not old enough. These guys pick a mold so they won't give them much trouble. Nice guys.
Yeah, swell.
415 at 105 North Lincoln.
You getting hungry?
89 at 585
Yeah, a little.
at the corner of the Elm.
Well, let's pull into Rogers and get a hamburger, huh?
Okay.
63 at 905 at 1769 East Brighton. See the man.
Order me a hamburger and coffee, will you, Ben?
Sure.
73 at 480.
Be right back.
East of
Okay.
Commonwealth. License 52 Young. 760.
Hi. No, I don't need a menu. 2 hamburgers and 2 coffees.
760.
2 hamburgers and 2 coffees. Everything on the burgers?
Yep.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Attention all units in Area H. A 245 slugging at 87 West Bullock. All units in Area H.
Miss!
A 245
Hold those hamburgers.
slugging at 87 West Bullock.
What's up?
Ambulance
Slugging.
is on its way.
About a block away.
99.
You know, someday I'm going to finish a whole meal.
There it is.
Oh, Klein's already here.
Over here. It's a woman. Pretty bad.
Good gosh.
I've done everything I can. Oh, here comes the ambulance. This is the fellow that found her. Mr. Hall.
Yeah?
This is Lieutenant Guthrie. Tell him about it.
Oh, yes, sir. Well, I was walking by over on the sidewalk and tossed a cigarette over here and saw her. About then, I spotted this officer in this car and I yelled.
Yeah.
Hi, Doc.
Oh, another slugging, huh?
Yep.
She's not dead, but she's close. Get that blanket over her, boys.
All right, Doc.
Looks like a bad fracture. Really a bad one. Lost a lot of blood.
You think she'll make it?
I don't know. Keep that end up there.
Right.
Pretty old. Lost a lot of blood. You coming down, Lieutenant?
Yeah, we'll be down.
Didn't have anything on her. No identifications. They got everything.
Hey, you just found her lying here, Hall?
Yes, sir, that's right. I threw my cigarette over here. Wouldn't have even seen her if I hadn't thrown my cigarette.
They probably waited behind this hedge. Grabbed her when she passed, slugged her, and dragged her into the lot.
Yeah, it's a good spot for it. Good and dark.
Gee, it was a terrible thing. Still can't quite believe it. What are you going to do about it?
What do you think?
Hello, Lieutenant.
Yeah, that 245 slugging that came in about a half hour ago, who's got it?
The old lady?
Yeah.
She's in surgery now. Dr. Gordon. It's the 4th one this week, isn't it, Lieutenant?
Yeah.
Hey, you mind if I look at your newspaper, Murph?
No. Go ahead.
The coffee shop's closed, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, do you want some coffee?
I could use some.
Well, want me to run down the kitchen?
No, forget it.
It's no trouble.
No, thanks, man.
Oh.
We'll get some across the street later.
All right.
Hey, Ben.
Yeah?
The tennis finals are next weekend. Want to go?
We're on duty.
Well, they'll be playing the rest of this week.
Yeah, I'd like to see that Maureen Conley.
That's a pretty girl. The picture's in the last section there someplace.
Yeah?
Yeah. In the sports section. Yeah, right there. Pretty girl, huh?
Yeah. Huh, Ben?
Yeah.
Want to go?
Yeah.
Here comes Dr. Gordon. Doctor?
I'm Guthrie, Doctor, 16th Precinct.
Oh, how are you?
This is Sergeant Graham.
Hello?
Well?
How's the old lady?
She died. Wasn't much we could do. She was pretty well gone when she came in. Come on, walk down with me while I get out of this gown.
Sure. I'll see you later, Murph.
Yeah, take it easy, Murph. So long.
Have you got an identification yet?
No, not yet. Fingerprints will help.
Did just about everything. Bad fracture. Really bad one. When they're that bad, they don't stand much of a chance.
She regained consciousness at any time?
No. By the looks of the wound, whoever hit her with something pretty heavy.
Blackjack?
No, something like a pipe, maybe. Really let her have it.
Well, that's the way these boys have been working. We've had 3 others. Not this bad.
Cigarette?
No, thanks.
Sergeant?
No, thanks.
Well, it's hard to believe anybody would beat up an old woman. To hit her that hard. Just doesn't make sense.
No, I don't guess it does.
These other victims, they have much money on them?
Add it all together, about $24.
Hi, Ben.
Morning, Matt. Anything new?
No, just routine stuff.
Well, let's grab some coffee then, huh?
Okay.
Oh, I was just looking for you, Van.
Huh?
Mark sent us over the fingerprints on that old lady.
You got an identification?
Yeah, we ran a check through, and this is what we came up with. Woman's name is Stokes, Mrs. Rebecca Stokes. Lives at 518 North Oak with her daughter. Asher went over to get the daughter. We'll need a positive identification, so Asher's taking her right down to the morgue. Thought maybe you'd like to talk to her first.
Yeah, I would. Let's go.
Her daughter's name is Lillian Dunn. She was married. Husband killed in the war.
Asher?
Morning, Lieutenant. This is Miss Dunn. And this is Lieutenant Guthrie and Sergeant Grett.
How do you do, Miss Dunn?
Hello.
Hello.
We certainly wish we could eliminate all this, Miss Dunn, but it's necessary.
Well, I don't think I can go through with it. I don't think I can do it.
Well, it's really necessary. She has to be identified by a relative.
I just don't think I can.
Well, it's your mother. We're sure of that.
Sooner or later, you'll have to... Well, sooner or later, you'll want to see her.
But not in here. Please, not in here.
We have to keep her here until we get a positive identification. Do you have any other family?
In Nevada. An aunt and a cousin.
Well, if they could get down here...
Oh, they haven't seen Mom in years.
Your mother's the 4th victim in a week. We've got to stop these men. We'll need some information.
All right.
Where was your mother going last night?
Well, I guess she was coming home. She went to a movie. Early one. I guess she was coming home.
Did she have a purse with her? Any valuables?
Yes, she had a purse.
Can you remember some of the things she carried in her purse?
Yes, I guess I can. It wasn't much. Not much money.
Anything to identify her?
Some cards and things.
She have any jewelry? Any rings or a watch?
Yes. She had a wedding ring and an engagement ring. They weren't worth much. I'm sorry.
Don't be. I think Miss Dunn better go on home, Asher. Get a description of the 2 rings and take her home.
Sure,
No. No, I'll do it. It's best to get it over with. I'll have to do it sooner or later.
Well, look, maybe we can get some close
No.
friends.
No, I want to. It's all right.
Okay. Look, Miss Dunn, if you don't
No.
want...
Go ahead.
All right, Charlie.
How many times a day do you say, I heard it on the radio? CBS Radio's famed news department, with its nationwide staff, its worldwide network of correspondents, its 8-wire services, keeps you up to date and informed throughout the day and night. The CBS Radio newsroom is on duty 24 hours a day. For the latest news, keep in touch with CBS Radio News.
You sure dealing. King? Lovely.
Who's winning?
What do you think?
No, can't use it.
No. No?
Chin.
Oh, look, Quine, do me a favor. Will you drop dead?
Well, you couldn't discard the 3. Pick one up.
You owe me 30 cents.
Kibitzes yet.
Oh, Waldo's got 8 auxiliaries tonight, Ben. You and Matt are in 13J again.
Mm-hmm. Now, how about the policewomen?
Well, he's got 5 of them. They'll be in the area from 10 till 2. 1 car within a block of them at all times.
Okay. Well, we got half an hour. You want some dinner?
Yeah, I'm getting hungry.
Okay. Wait a minute.
Well, you couldn't.
Have what?
This
Guthrie.
3.
Oh, it had to be the jack, huh?
Yeah, put him
It couldn't
on.
have been any one of the 9 other cards.
Well, what are you getting so sore about?
Yeah, hello, Mr. Wiggins. Yeah, I remember. You didn't? Where?
But I could have beat him.
897 South Wilton? Okay. Yeah, we'll meet you there in about 10 minutes. Right. That was Mr. Wiggins. He spotted his watch in a pawn shop. The watch the hold-up men took after they slugged him.
There's Mr. Wiggins.
Hello, Lieutenant.
Hello, where's the watch?
Right over here in the window. There. The gold one. It's open. See the inscription?
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's go in.
Yes?
Police.
Yes?
They want to see a watch you've got in your window.
Sure. Hey, which one?
It's that one, the gold one.
Sure. This one?
That it, Mr. Wiggins?
Yes, that's it. See the inscription? To Dave, love, Alice. My wife. She gave it to me.
Hot?
Yeah. Remember where you got it?
I got a ticket. Here.
John Jones, 671 Barrington. John Jones.
That's a good name.
You remember what the man looked like?
The man who hocked the watch? No.
You remember when he hocked it?
No.
Well, didn't you date the ticket? How long have you had it?
A week, maybe. What's so important about the watch?
It belongs to this gentleman, not to the man who hocked it.
Okay, take it. Ain't worth much.
Why, it's solid gold.
Solid gold. I got dozens.
Now, what's your name?
Wagner. George Wagner. Look, I don't know nothing about it. This guy came in, he hocked it, that's all.
Look, Mr. Wagner, it's very important that we get a description of this man.
He stole it, huh?
Yeah, and he's got a friend. We want them both for murder.
Murder?
That's right.
You think you might know him if he came in again?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. I don't remember.
You get one of these lists?
Lists?
Yeah, one of these.
Oh.
List of stolen articles like that watch.
Oh, sure. I got one.
None of these other things in your store?
No.
You sure?
Sure, I'm sure.
You didn't know about the watch, you better check.
Look, I know I ain't got none of them.
You didn't report the watch. You better check.
All right, if I find something, I'll call you.
We'll wait.
While I check the whole inventory?
Just the tickets on the last week and a half.
Okay.
We'll take a look at them, too.
Yeah, sure, okay. Look, officer.
Yeah?
I know the man that hocked that watch, but honest, I didn't know he killed anybody. I didn't know it.
What's his name?
Young. Carl Young. He's hocked things before. He's been in a couple of times. I know him from the neighborhood. I didn't think...
His name's Carl?
Yeah, Carl Young.
The name in this watch is Dave.
Well, he said it belonged to his brother.
You know his brother?
No, but I know him. He seemed like an honest guy.
Where does he live?
In the neighborhood. I bowl. He's in the bowling alley a lot. I bowled with him last Friday. Look, honest,
Does he hang around with another guy?
I seen him with another guy sometimes. Big guy.
You better come on down to the station, Mr. Wagner.
The station? Why?
I'm afraid you're in a little trouble.
Yeah, I know him. Carl Young. Oh, yes, he hangs out in here a lot.
You know where he lives?
No. What's he done?
Does he pal around with anybody?
Oh, yeah, he's with one guy quite a bit. He's a fellow named, let me see now, what the heck was that? Kind of a quiet guy, a big guy, kind of John or Joe. Doggone, I'm sorry, I can't remember. Joe, I guess.
Okay, we'll stick around. You let us know if Carl Young or Joe comes in.
Oh, sure.
Quine says he's got a dozen men checking the neighborhood, Ben. There are 4 cars in the block. Nobody does anything unless you give the word.
Okay. Well, if they both come in, we'll take them. One of them, we'll tail him.
Okay. That's 3:30.
Yeah. See that guy down there, second alley?
Yeah, what about him?
He's bowled 6 strikes.
Okay.
Oh, fair. 150 so far.
You need a few strikes, friend.
Yeah. All right. Oh.
Try to pick up that split.
Yeah, I will.
Oh, Lieutenant.
Yeah, what is it?
That fella just came in there.
Yeah, which one?
That big one there. I said to him, hello, Joe. And he said, hello. His name must be Joe.
Where is he?
He's upstairs in the pool hall.
Oh, come on, point him out.
Yeah, up here. It's right up this way. Wait a minute. Hello, Joe.
Yeah. How are you?
That's him?
Yeah.
Come on, Ned.
He's out in the street.
Hold it. He's getting into a car. All right, come on.
There he goes.
All right, stay with him. 13J, code 2, suspect proceeding east on Fountain, license number 80, Roger, 1135.
Attention all units, code 2, suspect traveling east on Fountain, license number 80, Roger, 1135.
He's swinging left.
13J, suspect turning north on Lincoln.
All units in Area B, code 2, suspect proceeding north on Lincoln.
Now, don't get too close.
He's stopping.
Now pull up. 13J, suspect at 3000 block Lincoln.
He's getting out, Ben.
All right, let's go.
Going into that building.
Yeah, hold it. We'll wait a little, rest the boys get here.
Well, there's Quine now.
He's in the building, Quine. You better take it around back in the alley.
Right.
And there's Asher.
Quine's taking the back, Asher. We'll go in. You wait here for the rest. Spread them out.
Right, Lieutenant.
All right, let's go, man.
Okay. How do we do it?
When we find out what apartment he went in, clear out the building and take him.
Wait a minute.
Huh?
Mailboxes.
Oh, yeah. Lipsky, Busher, Whiting.
C. Young, 208.
Well, if they're in the room, we can just clear out the rooms on both sides. Forget the rest of the building. I'll take 206.
I'll take 210.
204. 206. Okay.
Yeah, sure. So what? I tell you, Carl, I tell you, I know what I'm talking about. This dame ain't the dumbest in the world. It'll be a pushover.
Ben!
Yeah.
That was Carl Young with the big boy.
Now, come on. It's better that way. We'll take him on the straight.
They're climbing into a car.
Hold it, Young.
Hey, look out, Carl. Let's go.
Watch it, Ben!
Asher, over that way. Get them between us.
Give it up, Young. Watch it. You're breaking for the alley, Ben. Young's down.
Take this one, Asher.
Right, Lieutenant.
Let Quines tackle him. You all right, Quine?
Yeah. Big boy wasn't as tough as he looked.
Oh, he's been fighting old ladies too long.
The lineup, where before you pass the innocent, the vagrant, the thief, the murderer. Listen next Wednesday when we again bring you The Lineup.
May I have your attention, please? You people out there on the other side of the wire in the audience room, may I have your attention, please? Thank you. My name is Greb, Sergeant Matt Greb. I'll explain the lineup to you. Each of the suspects you will see will be numbered. I'll call off a number, their name and charge. If you have any questions or identifications, please remember the number assigned to the prisoner as I call his name. At the end of each line, you may ask me
The Lineup, starring Bill Johnstone as Lieutenant Ben Guthrie and Wally Mayer as Sergeant Matt Greb, is written by Blake Edwards with music by Eddie Dunstetter. Featured in tonight's cast were High Upperback, Ray Hartman, Bob Sweeney, Howard McNear, Peter Leeds, Virginia Gregg, Sidney Miller, and Bill Boucher. The Lineup is produced and directed by Jaime Del Valle. The top fights of the nation come to you on CBS Radio. Just a little later tonight, get the gang together and sit in on the Jimmy McAllister, Baby Ortiz lightweight battle from Baltimore. The broadcast will be heard on most of these same CBS radio stations. Who are you pulling for? And just as a reminder of where to find the ringside...
CBS, the Star's address, where you always hear the best at CBS, the Star's address, CBS, the Star's address,
Welcome back. Well, one of the more intense and emotional episodes with that entire scene with the identification of the body. And overall, a pretty good and well-deserved capture to wrap up the show. All right, well, that will do it for today. We'll be off tomorrow, actually, first time in about 3 weeks. We'll be back on Monday with yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and join us back here on Saturday for another episode of The Lineup. In the meanwhile, send your comments to Box13 at GreatDetectives.net. Follow us on Twitter at Radio Detectives and become one of our friends on Facebook, Facebook.com/Radio Detectives. From Boise, Idaho, this is your host, Adam Graham, signing off.